Welcome to join us around the table. We're dragons in the dining room. We're dragons in the dining room.
There you see it.
I suppose I should probably load the stream.
I suppose I should actually get my dice out.
I got it right perfect. Yeah. Okie dokie, folks, we're here.
Hi.
What?
Oh, that's I'm way off camera now.
That's for the unboxing.
Hi.
Dork. Anyway, Ghosts of Saltmarsh here, reporting in Dragons in the Dining Room. Episode 20, now that I actually remembered what episode it is. But first, before we do anything, we're going to do an unboxing. From our sponsor, Legendcraft. Oh. And I will now slide this camera and walk away.
So while he's doing that, I'm going to work on my computer because apparently the camera doesn't like me.
Uh-oh. Alright.
Oh, the camera's frozen?
Yeah.
Guide me.
Oh!
Because the light's out.
Perfect.
The unboxing camera is fine, it seems to be, but I don't know about the other one.
My safety supervisor here will be using the knife to cut this open because I am very accident prone.
Yeah, that's true.
I kind of slammed my head into a circuit breaker by dropping a napkin and slipping on it, so that's my
Don't
luck.
do that.
The camera can't even see me cutting, I don't think. Maybe it can. Doesn't see me, though.
That's fine. We got hands. So what is it that you had purchased from Legendcraft?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Alright, so I have purchased a medium-sized walnut floating island where you can stick this on a wall and stick your minis on it, because I need a place to put my minis. Now that I have quite a few. Again.
That sounds like fun.
Former Warhammer 40k addict. I had to go through with withdrawals, just like they do with my bank account.
So for anybody who's wondering, Legendcraft does a very good job at packaging them.
Yeah, it's a weird box. It's not
More
like
tape.
a regular box.
More tape, more tape. All the tape.
Oh, there's lots of stuff. Oh, no.
We're gonna make a mess.
Oh,
Yes.
goodness.
Oh boy,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
there is
It's
stuff
like
in there.
wood shavings.
Oh, it's
It's
eco-friendly,
pretty.
I like that.
Well,
But
if
it's-
you put it all on the map, we can just clean it all off.
Yeah.
All right.
Right?
Mr. DM.
I shall read the letter. It says, "Thank you for purchasing our floating island shelf. We handcraft this just for you. Each floating island is unique, shaped freehand to create one-of-a-kind organic shapes." And then it gives instructions on how to install it. I'm not going to tell you how to do that.
Glue.
Yes.
Elmer's glue. Lots of it.
Gorilla tape.
Make sure to clean it with a damp cloth or oiled cloth. Use furniture oil to refresh the finish as needed. Thank you, Legendcraft. Ben and Ridge? R-E-D-G? Ridge. Okay.
Reg.
Stay legendary.
Ben is the one that I talk to most.
Yes, Zodabeard, he did say Almond Island. It's the wood type.
Yep.
I thought I said walnut.
It is walnut.
Whatever he said.
Oh. Let's say, wait a minute. Alright, so
Zoda said almond, so.
here comes the mess.
Yay, mess.
Yay, misses.
I only have like 5 to 7 minis, so I didn't get the large. Because I didn't think I needed a large. Again.
Well, see, you should get the large, because then you can fill it up with more minis that you'll buy later.
I'm sorry, but I love the smell of like things that just come out of like a box and whatnot, and just woodshop was my favorite class. Oh, I love you so much.
So you're
woodshop.
just saying you like the smell of wood.
Does it
I
smell
like
good?
the smell of wood.
Okay.
I like the smell of wood in the morning.
Please don't put that as a quote.
It's definitely going to be
That is quote worthy.
All right.
I really
as
like
you
the
see
fact
here,
that they
we have
have
the
like wood
walnut
shavings
finish.
in the box, so it's eco-friendly and not using
Bring it
polystyrene
back towards
plastic.
you about 3 inches. There we go.
Shelf here. Casing on the wall here. Make it look sexy. Put your minis here. And it's got that nice floating island shape on it.
And if
I
you
have
want
a
to get on the close-up.
yes.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, Crash.
Ooh,
There, that's so
that's
cool.
pretty.
And now
That's
we
very
give
pretty.
everybody vertigo.
No. What?
Bleh. That's way too high. I can see it from here. Go down. Straighten out a little bit.
Which way?
And it's
Straighten
got
out.
back in. So
Synnal,
you-
back away
Is the
from the
cable
camera just a
hot?
little. There you go.
You wanna
Just
check
tiny
the
bit, a
cable?
little bit
Cable
further
got
away
pulled
from the
by
wall. Or a little bit
power
further away from
Oh,
the camera.
okay. Well, we need to go way down because it's basically you got Zach move, please.
What? What?
Thank you.
There we go.
Right there. Perfect. Yep.
'Cause that's how
Up
high
a
it is
little
right
bit.
now.
Up, up, up.
You're putting it right. I can't see the thank you.
I didn't know you was trying to look over there.
That's so. This is the ceiling of the camera. So, right. That's good.
Okay. Show
Good
me the
enough.
inside too.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. So it's hollow on the inside. That way it doesn't weigh like forever tons.
Yes.
Oh, and it comes with
Forever tons.
screws
I
and stuff.
did
That's
say
awesome.
forever tons.
That's very
Forever
pretty.
Tums.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
pretty.
that's
dum,
gorgeous.
dum,
Dum,
dums.
dum, 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 dum. Just forever.
Yes.
We'll just have him build a house.
I
over
will
there.
prefer to have those. That way I don't drop it outside and go, why?
Right.
Oh, it will happen. You have no... I mean, this is the person who slid off the porch when there was no rain, no sleet, no nothing. And laid on your ground like, why? Yes. Okay, now that the unboxing is done and complete, we will get on with the campaign. I'm going to have our lovely bard here explain what happened last time on D-I-T...
DIR.
Last time on DITD.
I was trying to be like Dragon Ball Z intro, but I failed.
D-I-T-D-I-R.
We made the silver strand and we caused trouble.
Yes, lots of trouble.
Joe, would you
Ow.
like to help with that explanation, please?
I talked to a really pretty lady in my head.
Ariel, would you like to help with the explanation, please? Well,
So I
go
met my
strangle
parents
players with a-
again before I'm born.
You are not a CR13.
I'm gonna give you a CR13 here in a
Yeah,
minute.
right.
Yeah.
Well, we had a whole bunch of things actually happen. We made our way into the Elven City with the little girl. We saved her friend from being poisoned by the mushrooms that she gave me because she thought they were cool.
Mm-hmm. Culinary artist.
And now I have them.
We had a Marty McFly moment 3 times in the game, but nobody vanished from the photos.
Yet.
Then there was the whole thing with strange packages that got delivered to places they weren't supposed to be, which ended up in a giant fireball, killing a bunch of trees, making the pretty lady that talked to me in my head get mad.
And she came down and rained hell on it. And then rained good on
and
it.
then rained good on it, yep. What else? I learned you don't dip your toes in the water, otherwise giant bees sting you.
Yes.
There's arrows being crafted in the gazebo, but Eric has no idea about them.
There were a bunch of injured people that Ariel healed and I played for.
Yes.
Yeah, twice
You are
actually, because of
very
the fireball
exhausted.
that ended up blowing up the crate of poison stuff, the bomb thing.
That would have been so cool that it would have exploded the right way, but no, but someone I had to roll a 20 because I am, again,
Well, don't do
you need to
that.
have any fun. You need to have no fun.
You are the
Alright.
DM, come on.
Yes. So you are all still in the marketplace dealing with the repercussions of that, except for Tyr,
Your camera's a bit
who
high,
went to
too.
go talk to
It might-
Alexa, stop.
the
That was through your microphone.
Probably not. 'Cause when you were down riding, you're
Alexa,
really
please.
small.
But I am going to close that.
Sorry for any of you that have an Alexa at home.
I'm sorry, Mel. I can't do that.
Alexa, play Bongo Cat. I'm sorry, what is Bongo Cat? Okay, anyway. Tyr is off talking to the caretaker lady, trying to calm her down, which he successfully did. Everyone is pretty much spent, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And it's also nighttime. The caretaker had said that they should probably go rest, and that she will talk to the council that is up in the administrator office, the big giant tree in Silverstrand. Let me think here. I think there's one more thing I had to add, and that was it. Oh no, well actually no, that was it. We're good, we're good, we're good. So, players. You got 3 of you in the marketplace. One's over in the gardens with the caretaker. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna sleep.
Sleep sounds like a good idea.
Probably a good idea.
Living quarters have been arranged for you, of course. In the tree, in the living quarters, or living district.
I'm gonna go sleep in the garden.
I'm gonna just
I'm probably
roll
going to.
insight.
Why
I
don't
was
you,
already told it was probably not the best idea because strange creatures come out, but that's why I'm doing it.
why don't you
Gotcha.
stay here tonight?
You're way over there. I'm
Yeah,
way
you're way over here, and he's over there.
Why don't you stay here tonight?
That's like 300 feet. Good luck.
No, I already know that the caretaker said it might not be a good idea, and I went, strange creatures in the middle of the night? I'm curious.
Yes.
Stranger Things.
In the middle of the night.
I just roll me an insight, just for shizzles and giggles and homie jizzles. I thought it rhymed, so I just went with it.
My insight would be 6.
Okay,
It's a
never
bad
mind.
idea.
It's a really good idea. All these pretty flowers and the poppies and the will-o-wisps.
Poppies?
Poppies.
As long as you don't drink the milk of.
I almost did it. I was like, hi, I'm Poppy. If you don't know that reference, I
That's
feel
League of
sorry for you.
Legends.
Huh? No, not League of Legends. That's a weird YouTube star.
Okay.
So Tyr's gonna go sleep in the fields. What are you three gonna do?
Sleep in the not fields.
Okay. Well, as I said, living quarters have been arranged for you. There are. If you want to sleep in the same room, you can. There are notches in the tree that have been kind of carved out or more like shaped for people to sleep in that are, helpful folk. And so the refugees that are below the tree that are kind of, not so lucky from all the war and the genocide and stuff like that and the conscripting. So
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if any of the guards need assistance in, their little patrol there before I head to bed myself.
So you have noticed that the patrols have increased due to the explosion. You notice that all the guards that, when you first walked in here, it was like 5 or 6 guards. Not really. They were just kind of just here and there and whatnot. You notice there's a lot more all of a sudden. Like, wow, why was there so many guards all of a sudden? Where did they all come from, kind of thing.
Right,
Oh
right.
my god.
Now, some of them,
Macaulay Culkin is 40 years old.
you're old. Some of them look at you, and of course they kind of go, yeah, we don't speak common, kind of like face. But one of them kind of just gives you like a handout, like, nah, we're good, bro. Go sleep.
All right, well, if they got things under control, I guess I'll take 40 weeks.
All right. Dancing elf cleric of Silverstrand, what are you doing?
I am going to go to the ward and basically blow my last spells that I can to help them with whatever needed for healing people that got injured with the explosion.
Okay.
And then find a place to meditate for 4 hours.
Okay.
I used all of my remaining slots on the people at the fire explosion.
And once again, your much younger mother is super grateful for your help, as well as the elderly elf that you had encountered before. There is, of course,
Great. I'm going to name my daughter after you.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit busy in the ward now with the injuries and whatnot, so small talk can be had, but not much to go on. Again, you really haven't seen your father. You saw him once he was coming up the tree, but then after that, he's just gone.
But I would know that he has a job to do most of the
Yes.
time with the ranging guild or the rangers and whatnot. So wouldn't
Yeah.
guess I don't think it would surprise me that I didn't see him again, but I would still probably be trying to see if I could see him at all. So
Gotcha. He's done up in the ward, but yes, he's probably busy doing patrols and making sure the city is safe. And with that, You three won't have any issues meditating / sleeping. So you sent that? What? So you int that. So you int that.
Try reading context like 2 messages above that.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's talking about it works on multiple layers because he's talking about trees and elves.
Yes.
And it's a tree spirit could be an end.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I get it now.
Okay.
Thank you. Comic relief. Tyr.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely Tyr.
What? I'm trying to sleep over here.
Yes, and for that, give me a con save.
I can help you with that.
That would be a 19.
Okay. You're sleeping. It's great. And in your dreams,
You're dying all the time.
yes.
And I can see everything while I'm sleeping too. This is great.
Yes.
You have the best living dreams.
You happen to see that some fey creatures, definitely that weren't out during the day, are out and about during the night. It looks like
Yes, Zod, I did say that wrong. Thank you.
it looks like most of them are doing chores. Helping plants, getting water here and there. Some are harvesting some berries. They're kind of zipping them back and forth through the gardens north and south. And then you notice, since you can see in your sleep, a will-o-wisp come zooming past your body, and then it kind of must do a Yui and comes around your body, and it gets right above you, and it starts emanating a slight glow. And as that happens, it kind of just shots back real quick, and then darts away. As you are sleep staring, as I'm going to call it now, some of the Fae are kind of interested in you. Yeah, they're just like,
You know, he's actually sleeping like a true wizard now.
yes.
Yes.
Um,
I don't have to keep one eye open. Both of mine work.
you do see that some Fae are kind of interested in you. They're like, oh, what? And they poke your face, and they're kind of laughing and giggling, and you start seeing some of them start throwing leaves on you.
Great. Now I'm warm.
Yeah. Surprisingly, no, okay, actually, no. Surprisingly, there's like a little bit of a cool breeze that kind of goes over you. The caretaker actually does pop in your vision as you're sleeping throughout the night. She just kind of just looks at you, and she's just like, and she just carries on. She's not playing her flute.
I know.
Oh, we might be having a sound issue here, apparently.
But for 4 hours, Miss Dancing Cleric, you are able to meditate and you are good to go.
She's alright to me.
Audio's super low.
Roxy says she can't hear.
Let me double check a setting.
Us. She says we're soft.
Let me check a setting. I suppose I can turn this up some more.
Mommy, he's doing strange things behind me. No! Is that on camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Clip that.
Alright, we should be a bit louder now.
Huh?
What?
Baked potato.
Louder! Mambo, mambo, mambo.
Yes. So, Miss Dancing Cleric, you get your 4 hours of meditation in and you are good to go. You feel fully rested, full spells. The other 3 of you are still out for the next 4 hours. Or 2 more if you need 6, I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember, I think you only need 8.
Somewhere between 6 to 8.
6 to 8, yeah.
I need it.
Miss Ariel, when you get out of meditation, did you meditate in the ward or did you meditate in the living quarters? I forgot to ask you that.
Yeah, I'm just deciding what I would have. I think I would have gone to my living quarters to meditate rather than staying in the ward. The ward wouldn't have been very peaceful to try and meditate there.
Got it. Okay. When you go to living quarters, of course, Marcus and Torlock are snoring away. I hope Tyr doesn't have allergies because he's gonna wake up with one heck of a.
Oh, you know, that's a good question.
He's gonna wake up. He's really covered in blisters and.
I do not.
Okay. It's still night. It is twilight hours. You are free to do whatever you wish, but you three are still sleeping. What would you like to do?
I think that I'm going to just kind of stay here until everyone else wakes up.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably rack my brain to see if I can remember history things. Just try to remember, okay, did this event happen when I was, like, is this part of my past, or is this something new that we encountered, the bomb thing, you know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
you told me that the marketplace was smaller.
Hmm?
Do I remember that the foliage around the marketplace is kind of desecrated, or was that fixed, or, you know, is that something I would remember?
Yeah, when you remember from living here, the Fey Pond is a lot smaller than what it is currently today, and the gardens are a lot smaller than where they were. They are in your present time, larger. If you're just gonna kind of stay and chill, then I'm gonna say it's about 4 a.m. roughly. Dawn's just barely peeking over the horizon, with it being summer.
Okay. I'll enjoy the sunrise then.
Sorry?
I'll find a place that I can enjoy the sunrise then.
Oh, there's plenty of places.
Great.
You can go to the very top of the ward and you can see out, you know, oh, Español.
I will do that then.
Gotcha.
As Rafiki drops in there.
Here you wake up and you are covered in leaves and twigs and random things, and you're like spitting some leaves out of your mouth, going, ah, and you can definitely hear some giggling when you move your body forward.
That's fine.
Nice mound for my burial. I see how it is.
I will shake off as much of the debris as I can. If there's any stains or marks, I will prestidigitate them away.
You notice there is a blue powder when you're shaking some of this. It stings your tongue, but it's not like, oh god, ow, pain. It's more like, woo, minty.
Wonderful.
So the medieval version of Pop Rocks.
And some of the Fae look at you and they just go,
Yay, old poppy rock.
like, they're just like, did he really just do that?
Look around, is anything interesting going on?
Nothing seems to be interesting right now, but I do need you to give me a D20 roll, and it's going to be your con.
That would be really low. That would be a 5.
Ooh.
Okay, never mind. I take it back what I said. You get it to your feet, you taste it, you're like, oh, minty. That's kind of weird. And you put 1 foot forward, and there's ground as you fall forward.
So, like, what happened?
You feel very numb all over your body. Like your body has just hit a sudden case of tinglies.
Your first thought should be, I really gotta get Marcus over here.
Marcus jumps to the tree and he's just like, drugs! It's like someone has been sitting on your body for an hour, and now you're standing up and you're like, oh.
Oh, and when something goes to sleep and then it comes back and you get the tingly.
Yes.
Oh.
There was
Pins and needles.
there was pressure applied to the foot, and then it was just crumble.
The way white noise looks on TV is how you feel.
Torlock and Marcus and Ariel, you are now all awake inside the nook of a tree.
Been awake.
Tyr,
Yeah.
you hear footsteps approaching.
Yeah.
I
Very,
wonder where
very-
Tyr is.
Very soft, leafy kind of.
Yeah.
And she looks down at you. And you can tell who this is. It's. And she was like, enjoying your night in the garden.
Actually, it was rather refreshing.
I think he's enjoying his day better.
So, as you try to say that sentence, please roll me a d20 and give me a con.
You ever had
That would be better than
ever had
being
Novocaine?
Okay. You're just like, yes, and then like it takes a minute, then you can get the words out.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, I see you've met some of the residents. You should probably not go tasting things here.
So I noticed. I'm numb. I want some more of that.
Are you comfortable now?
And she goes, she's like, oh, I'm sure you could probably con some Fae into putting some powders in there for you. But for now, and then she takes her hand and puts it on your back, and you're starting to feel a slight tingly of the good kind.
Good
as
tingly.
senses are coming back to you.
Wonderful. I will slowly put myself in a sitting position so that I don't fall over again.
And she almost looks like she has a chuckle on her face, and she was like, I have good news and not so favorable news.
Good news, everybody.
Posted that in Discord.
Did you? Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
news, everybody. And let's start with the not quite so favorable news.
It seems you'll not be getting any help with your trek to the Dreadwood other than the patrols that are already there. The good news is you are given permission to go to the Dreadwoods to investigate that issue we talked about.
Are we going to be able to do the quick trip there with your assistance still?
No, they're closed.
She looks at you and she goes, you have my blessing.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And she goes, preferably if you could get your friends here before dawn arrives.
Well, then I suppose I must make haste.
And she nods and she goes, you should be able to walk now, hopefully.
Just yell really, really
I will
loud.
attempt to ambulate away from this location.
Just see you crawl like a worm.
It's kind of just, why did I sit Indian style for 3 hours?
Right?
After about a couple minutes, though, you get it out of your system. You three adventurers in the tree, what are you doing?
I wonder where Tyr is.
I'm going to look for some grub because when I wake up, I'm usually rather hungry.
Yeah, grub sounds good. But he wasn't here last night.
Yeah, he wasn't.
No, Axel, we cannot burn down the tree.
Well, we can, it's just not a wise idea.
No, I'm pretty
Don't
sure.
fireball the forest.
Yes. That already happened once. Bad things almost happened, thanks to someone's clutch thunderwave.
I'm gonna go check
It's
the
not
board
really
to
hard.
see if everything's alright.
Yeah, it's not really hard to smell the grub. It's definitely.
Is there a hub for it?
There is almost a hub for
Okay.
the grub on the lower levels of the refugees, and it seems like the elves are helping people, but there are less refugees than what you saw earlier.
Because we did a bunch of healing.
Axel, that's like saying that your house is just a fireplace, a giant fireplace for
Torlock.
you.
Torlock, give me
Shall
an
we burn
insight,
your
please.
house down?
Oh, well, being that there's a lot less refugees, I'm going to try to find out why there's a lot less refugees.
Okay.
Torlock, I think he wanted insight from you.
Yes, insight, please.
Insight, all right. I'm betting everybody's a little scared. Hang on a sec. Yep. Oh, that is not very insightful at all.
Don't you have a passive insight?
That would be, well, yeah, whatever the passive would be, it still wouldn't be very good. We're all together.
Torlock, you're hungry. There's your insight.
All right.
But you can tell that there is food being prepared on down on the forest level. First floor, grub. In the ward, as you walk up there, there are less patients than what there were.
That's
Less
usually a
moaning
good
and
sign.
groaning. I'm sorry?
That's usually a good sign.
Yes. Your mother is nowhere in sight, and the elderly lady that was there is not there as well. You're safe to assume that they're probably getting some rest.
Third floor lingerie for access.
Yes. But there's attendants there. They're taking care of people, but it doesn't seem like anyone's in dire need anymore.
Good. Okay. That was kind of all I was looking to make sure that no one was on the brink of dying at this point. So I can then go find food where we would go.
And it's no problem as you walk down the ramp, and there are elves preparing meals. Some of them are a little bit disgusted because some of the people are eating meat.
I'm probably
They're
one
not.
of those people, so I apologize in advance.
I apologize. Hunk of steak in the mouth.
Sorry there, I'm
If we passed by my parents' house,
Yes.
would I pass by that again to go find food?
Yes.
There's no doors, right? Like you said that there were no doors.
Some of them do have doors. Some of them have shutters. Some of them are just wide open.
Okay, what about my parents' place?
You can choose that one.
I mean, I want to just like pass by it to see if they're cooking dinner or cooking breakfast, or like if I see both of my parents or no.
Let me do this. How about this? Let me do a quick little schmidge roll here. Okay, so as you go down the ramp, you see where your parents' house is, that there is no light illuminating the room, and there is just like kind of like a moss covering on the door. So,
Okay.
2 and 2 together, they're probably sleeping.
Okay.
Or whoever's in there is sleeping.
Great. I will continue to food.
Gotcha. Continue to food.
Continue to food. Eat food good.
Here, you will arrive to the party if you were heading back to them. They are all sitting around, kind of a campfire, eating some food.
When Tyr arrives and all four of us in the same place, I play my song of badassery.
What's that?
Everyone gets
12, isn't it?
13 hit
Or is
points.
it 11? 13.
13
Wow.
10 hit points.
So,
Yay!
Tyr starts walking in, and Marcus is just like,
I've been waiting for you.
I didn't do it yet.
Everybody needs to be around for me to do my thing.
when Tyr starts approaching you, there is a very heavy scent of floral everything.
Did you sleep in a bath of perfume?
No, I slept in the gardens.
Of Eden?
No, of this place.
What's Eden?
You smell like potpourri there.
Smell like
The
poop-
Fae
smell
had
like
fun with
poopery.
you, didn't they, dear?
The Fae had fun while I was sleeping.
That doesn't sound good.
Well, at least you got sleep, though. That's good.
Yes. If everyone hasn't, all your spells are back, you're well rested, you got 13 temp HP because he's been playing the Song of Badassery for 10 minutes.
13 temp.
I'm sorry?
13 temp for everybody.
Yes. From there, it's all you.
So, in order to gain favor with these folks, to have them help us with Saltmarsh, we've got to help them a little bit. We're going to the woods where all the bad stuff is happening to see if we can help.
I've heard it's a dreadful place.
Yeah, and see if we can help figure out what's going on. The caretaker's going to give us a quick trip there so that we don't have to spend forever walking. Once we figure out what's going on, we get a quick trip back.
Ariel, you are very familiar with the place he's describing. It's Dreadwoods. You know that throughout your history, many patrols from Silverstrand go out there to make sure that the creatures that inhabit that area are considered a threat to Silver Strand. You also know that there is an ongoing mission to try to purify the Dreadwoods. But unfortunately, it has never been successful, even in all your years of living.
Okay,
So,
I will express this to the party quietly so that just the four of us are ready to be tales of the future. But I'm not messing things up, but it's a possibility we could try to get them, but they've never been verified.
Halfling runs up to you and he goes, I invested in Amazon. Do I do good? Do I? Is my family safe? I'm just kidding. But Tyr, it is up to you to discuss with the party.
And at the very least, maybe we can get some insight as to what's going on. Apparently there's some orcs and whatnot that vehemently guard the heart of the dark woods, and maybe if we can figure out what's going on there, we can help with making it so that it's not tainting everything up this way.
Right, or making it easier for us in the future to possibly purify it then. Sort of like lighting a really long fuse.
Yeah, I mean, it's just always been treacherous, and no one's ever really been able to successfully do anything to Dreadwoods, so... Deadwoods? Dreadwoods.
Alright, so party adventures, what are you doing?
I got no problem checking it out at the very least.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
let's
we're on
go.
a time schedule, but it's worth it, I think.
Yes, at this time you guys have about just a little over 2 days now from the 3-day time restraint, so to speak.
So how about we just check it out, and we can spend half a day looking into this, and then come back home either empty-handed or with an answer, one of the two.
Sounds great to me.
Sure.
All is well.
Give me a marching order as you leave the living quarter.
Me first. That
Yes.
way I can bring them back to her.
Me Tyr, me lead.
Mock.
All right, I'll be right behind them.
Okay.
I'll go third.
I'll
Alright,
take up the rear.
and take the rear. Got it. So as you are leaving the living quarters, the
Hey, Jaded.
Hi, Jaded.
the
Konnichiwa.
elven patrols,
Just leave on spot.
Konnichiwa.
Oh.
the elven patrols are kind of hot and heavy compared to what they were. They don't seem to give you guys any glance. They look at Ariel and they're just like, oh, okay, she's enough. Must be cool. And you guys start heading to where the last known location of the caretaker was, which once you arrive to the Northern Gardens, where Tyr's dice are currently at, yes, that area, she is there,
It's a weird formation for trees.
It is.
and she is speaking to a couple of trants. And these trants do a very slow nod. And they kind of turn.
What's the question there, Axel?
No. Keep your fantasies to yourself, even though I like those. Anyway, the two treants start walking over to what would be the east side of the garden, in between the north and south side, and they start casting a spell. And as you approach the caretaker, she looks at Tyr and she goes, I assume these are your friends?
Yeah.
And she goes, well, there is but one way I can get you quickly there. You will have to step through this portal, but for some it could be a bit disorienting.
We've been through disorienting before.
Well, I have a pretty strong stomach. I think I can handle it.
And she goes, I have but one thing to ask of you. Do not open your eyes while you go through this portal.
Well, somebody's gonna have trouble with that. Looking at you.
I see everything.
He closes his eyes, but he still sees.
And
But what if you put your hand in front of your closed eyes? Well, what about both hands?
I can see.
What about both hands? And your foot?
the caretaker is just looking at you with almost awe, like, I didn't know they had an ogre in their midst.
Minced? Minced meat?
Yes.
Well, I know how this is going to turn out.
And she, if you didn't know, ogres are known for legendary stupidity. So, that's what she's pretty much calling you.
I don't care what she calls me. As long as she don't call me for dinner.
Well, no, she's pretty hot. Plus, she's leafy, so there's your greens.
Wow.
Alright,
Okay.
we're going to continue on from here.
Is there a place to go from there?
Yes, the portal. And
Where will we end up once we go through this portal?
you will...
The other side.
Huh? She looks at you and she goes, yes, you will end up on the other side of the portal. Very good. I see you are definitely a friend of Tears.
Haha. She compared you to me.
No, no.
You must be
She
someone.
compared you to me.
And she goes, yes, you will end up about 500 feet away from what we consider a safe haven from the Dreadwoods. It is a small camp that we have set up. It is guarded. They do, every once in a while, come under attack, but lately the attacks have been less focused on the camp and more defending the woods.
Well,
Alright.
we'll make do with what we got.
Alright, and she kind of gives you a hand wave, and
Do they know that we're coming so that they're not going to be alarmed?
she goes, only friends step through this portal.
Okay.
And
Oh, I'm a friend.
so as you guys are stepping into this portal, she goes, I do have one thing to give you in your travels. Hopefully this will aid you. And her hands go up, and the leaves, the grass, the flowers, everything starts to swirl around you. It rises up, and all of you start feeling a very invigorating feeling. Like,
invigoration.
yes, like a strange energy is flowing into your bodies, but flowing out, then flowing in.
I feel sick.
No, this is definitely not a good sick feeling. This is a good feeling. And then the wind kind of dissipates, the leaves fall down. Everyone, you will get a plus 1d4 to your saving throws for the next 8 hours.
Oh, we've been blessed.
Hey, super blessed.
Super blessed. Super blessed. It's super blessy.
Yeah. And she waves her hand again and she goes, take care and hopefully you can find out what is causing all this.
That's the intent.
Thank you for your work.
Wait, there's a tent? Here?
Thank you, my lady.
Who's going through the portal?
Me?
Tyr,
Yeah.
you step through the portal. Your eyes are still open technically, even though your eyes are closed.
Yep.
I need you to give me a con save with your new saving throw.
It's a good thing I got that. That would be 17.
Okay, good. You step through this portal and It's Doctor Who on crack with nature.
I love it.
And there are vines, trees, birds, all these sensory things are just hitting your eyes, and you're just like, my God, it's full of stars! Ah! And then it ends.
Okay.
And as you pop out of this portal, you're just like, I know everything. I've seen everything.
I should have been nicer to Marcus.
You three, are any of you going to open your eyes as you go through the portal?
No.
No, probably
Tell us not
not.
to.
Usually instructions are good for, not having things happen that
Gotcha.
are not supposed to.
Alright, since you guys are going to be smart and not open your eyes, you can roll the con save with an advantage. With the saving throw as well.
Good thing. I rolled 2.
Oof. Did anyone get less than 14?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Not real.
Alright, you all come to the portal with these. Just, hey, what's up?
It's fancy.
Yes. And you are all standing around about 3 to 4 elven guards who look at you, and as Ariel pops out, they're just like, oh, okay. But you are in a small camp that has about 8 to 10 tents. There's campfires, there's supplies, spears, arrows, bows. Oh, hey, it's your father.
Oh, by the way,
Imagine that.
Imagine that. And when he looks at you, there is definitely a stare of just,
wait a minute.
what? And then it's pretty intense, and then he goes,
What?
he's like, nah, that's no, that can't be. And then he goes back to fletching. Oh my God.
If we ever get back to the future and she goes to see her parents, there's going to be a lot of questions.
Oh
I'm thinking.
God, yes. There's gonna be like, wait a minute. Then it's 200 years, so.
I mean, yep.
Yes. It looks like your father is finishing up repairing some bows, and it looks like those arrows that he was working on earlier when you first arrived, he has delivered them. You have the arrows, and then you have all those strange powders that was being prepared in the gazebo that Tyr saw.
Do I recognize any of those powders?
You can definitely recognize they are powders. Without a closer inspection of taste, tell, smell, alchemy kit, which by the way you forgot to pick. Oh no, I'm going to assume you picked up another alchemy kit when you were working with the fellow, correct?
Yeah, that would have been one of my prerogatives. Yeah.
Okay.
Consider the fact that his tools are now 300 years older than he's used to.
Right.
That is true. Yeah, you have a new alchemy kit.
It's like
Thank you.
having a compass today and like a sundial in the past.
Yeah.
And I guess I felt like it would have gone without saying. We would have applied the rations and things like that before we left.
Well, if you remember when you guys went to the timey-wimey thing, some things didn't, or some things...
Plant types.
Yeah, the plant type stuff kind of, except for your armor, because I was nice and I didn't want you to go through the portal naked.
Right, but our our water skins would have been, I thought you said they got empty, or our rations disappeared. So we would have probably resupplied rations at least.
Yeah.
So that
Took
we
my
had
liquor
rations
away.
I took your liquor away, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
But I would say that you probably have, we're just going to say 5 days of rations. Each of you. Get kind of stocked up.
That works.
So when you arrive, there is a kind of a guy wearing a red sash again, and he walks up to the first person that walked through, which would be Tyr, and he goes, "I see you've been sent to aid us." In common, by the way.
Sort of.
Could you? And he goes, I haven't been given any information. What's your mission here?
It's more of a favor. We're here to check out the Dreadwoods.
His eyes kind of perk up and he goes, you're venturing into the Dreadwoods or simply helping us with patrols?
Oh, we're going in.
And like his face just goes from, oh, okay, you guys definitely coming back.
You can handle it.
He goes, I can't spare you any men, unfortunately.
He's got all the men he needs.
Oh,
And woman.
I would, I'm not asking for anybody to help us, but do you have maps?
He nods and he goes, we do have a cartographer who can make you a map of the area we've explored.
That's why I like you.
We need to go to the center.
No one has gone.
I didn't ask if anybody's gone there. I said we need to. So we need to have the most direct route in that direction.
He looks at you and he literally takes his finger and he points and he goes, anywhere that general direction,
Right.
you're going to find the center if you keep going straight.
I'm assuming there are troubles,
Don't go that
traps,
way.
terrain, things like that. We have to be wary of. That's what the map's for.
He goes, the maps change daily, traps change daily. The cartographer is constantly busy making routes and whatnot they find.
Call that job security.
Yes, and
Oop, the map changed too.
he goes, one day a path could be cleared out, be safe haven for a couple days, and the next day could be the most treacherous path that you can find.
Right.
The only thing that I can advise you would be that if you happen to see a tree start glowing, then it is best bet to flee in the opposite direction.
Okay, can you give me more than just glowy tree?
The trees emanate a aura that usually pulsates a color between blue to red to gray to black. The color doesn't seem to affect anything. Like what you're going to encounter, what's going to happen. It's just whenever these trees emanate that glow, everything of misfortune happens. You will find suddenly you're surrounded by hobgoblins, goblins, orcs, ogres, to a strange mist that emanates from the tree, to the tree coming alive and attacking you.
Wonderful. Hey, Grouch Couch.
Hey, Ghost.
Hello.
Because there's no rhyme or reason to the color. Just when it does happen, it is...
So does it go through that cycle, or does it just start glowing one of the random colors?
Those colors. It just glows one of the random colors.
Oh, okay. So it's not a cycle, it just starts glowing a color.
Yes.
Any other interesting tidbits?
And he starts naming off what you're going to encounter in there, which is
Like,
orcs, goblins, hobgoblins,
Hobworks.
Dragathropes. Let me
Dragathropes?
try to pronounce,
Dragathropes.
the jackal were beings.
like a lycanthrope.
No, these are actually different. I
Oh,
have a hard time pronouncing words, unfortunately, so we're gonna show a picture because why not?
I know what these are. I just can't remember.
Out of curiosity, has anybody tried to take down those trees?
Yeah, those things. Say that again, Torlock?
Out of curiosity, has anybody ever tried to take down those trees?
Take down a tree.
No. They whenever this happens, they bolt. They've lost too many men to these things, and from what they're understanding, they have yet to find, in the history of the Dreadwoods, they have yet to find any of their people alive if they go missing into the woods.
You don't happen to have any alchemist fire laying around, do you?
Alchemist's fire.
And he kind of... He goes, you can speak to the quartermaster over there and see if he has some for you.
Let's try not to burn down the entire Dreadwoods that we're trying to save.
Oh no, not the entire. Dreadwoods, just the bluey ones.
And
Part of them.
the captain kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh no, we've tried burning. It does not take."
Oh.
Just need a bigger fire.
Guess what? I can make things blow up.
It'll take this time.
He also starts naming off the traps they prepare. There is bear traps. There are tripwires. There are spike traps. There are
What if I
vines that, you think it's a safe path. You step on a vine and all of a sudden it's wrapped around your leg.
What if I cast sleep so powerfully I could sleep a tree?
I want to see that.
I actually want to see that too.
How many hit points does a tree have?
Depends on the tree.
For every ring, 10.
Okay, so I could take down a 7-year-old tree.
Yeah.
Roughly. And the guard captain goes, "We have met with less resistance when we do our patrols." And he goes, and by patrols, we out to the outskirts. That'd be near the Silverstrand area. If we see anything, it's reported, but missives do take quite a bit go there and through. We try not to use the portal too much. It has side effects.
Now, here comes an interesting question.
Like what, now that we've used it?
He goes, "You should be fine."
Should be?
Should be. Do you have any sprouts growing on you?
Duh!
And it's just a leaf.
I cast minor illusion to make it look like I have roots growing out of my head.
I don't know. Hang on. Let me see if I can.
I don't have that spell.
Oh, okay. Darn it. That'd be funny because he'd have been like, "Oh no."
How often do you see humans make their way this direction?
He looks at you and he goes, "We are the only ones who currently defend this area. If there are humans going in and out of the Dreadwood, they are going to areas we do not patrol."
Fair enough. What about the tainted folk around here?
And he goes, "All I can say is they give no mercy."
Well, I need a bit more than that. Like, how long does it take for someone to become tainted? What happens when they become tainted? Are there stages? What do we look for?
Is taints curable?
Is it curable?
There are treatments to keep it at bay, but there is no cure.
Do green mushrooms help?
And he kind of looks at you and he goes, "You haven't taken any of those, have you?"
Not today.
And he goes, "You may need some to keep your sanity in there."
That's already gone.
He goes, "A man could step into the Dreadwoods full of confidence, full of vigor, and within 5 minutes his mind is touched. A veteran who have been patrolling for years and years can go to the Dreadwoods and not have a single thing wrong with him."
Out of curiosity, have any of your men come across a red powder of sorts that makes them very, very ill, if not kills them?
And he kind of goes, "Well, we do have an assortment of powders that we line our our arrows with."
Is it red?
And he goes, "Well, some of the pigments are red. But
Does it burn your fingers when you touch it?
oh no, it's when it comes on contacts, it can stun targets,
It's not what we're looking for.
paralyze them, sleep them, poison them. These various powders." And he goes, "We prepare those in the gardens in Silverstrand."
That's not what we're talking about, but thank you.
Well, it gives me an idea of what we could potentially do later on.
And the man looks. Yeah, the man looks at Torlock and he goes, "If you do need some supplies, we can help you with that. We do have some concoctions as well as some bombs that you could deploy that would help you should you need to retreat."
Bombs.
That would be fantastic.
We're talking powder bombs, so like you throw it,
Smoke bombs.
ninja. Yes. Mirror image. The fact that you know that, I'm sad.
Yeah, I watched Naruto when I was a kid.
Wow.
Hey, we recently just got done watching it, so no incriminations there.
Gotcha.
No
Okay.
judgment. Not a terrible show.
All the judgment.
So the captain goes, if you need some, talk to the quartermaster. I'm sure he can help you with a few things. He goes, but I'm going to be setting out on patrol myself, so...
It's a big duck. Oh, it's not. Sorry.
What?
Nothing.
Yes.
Kind of like a big mallard.
Well then, let's get ourselves geared up, and apparently everything out there is going to kill us.
Is my rapier still cold to the touch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Your
Good.
magical effects.
Yep.
Still working.
Okay.
Torlock can flame on if he wants to.
I quietly say Nightcan and see if the shield still works.
Shield still works?
Perfect.
It is still a little bit dimmer.
Well, I also whispered Nightcan.
Oh, actually, roll me 1d4.
Tress.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to the quartermaster and see what all he can outfit us with, powders and the like.
Damn.
Alright, you go over to this quartermaster and you meet a halfling who is very enthusiastic about his job. And he's like, ooh, watch your poison.
Well, what you got?
And he goes, oh, my friend, I have all the things for you. And he starts naming off all these powders and concoctions and these bombs that do this and this and this. But he doesn't actually tell you what is what because he is just so happy.
All right, I want all that in my bag.
And he goes, oh, okay, okay, and he's looking around and there's he grabs you about 5 or 6 powders and these pouches that probably could be, quick sling, throw. Or if you need to, stick your hand in there, grab it, and throw it in someone's face.
Pocket sand, sha-sha.
Yes. You can divvy this above yourselves as I roll this to see if you get a special thing. Never mind. So, you get 4 smoke bombs, which will create... Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. My hands clap loud. You get 4 smoke bombs, which will create an area of... 4 smoke bombs, which will create an area of 20 feet of darkness, smoke, obscured vision. They last for 3 rounds in the area, then disperse. They're not very powerful, but they get the job done quick enough. I'm taking this, you're writing this down, or because honestly, these 2 writing down.
I'm not going to buy it.
Well, okay. So, yep, Turlock, it's all in your inventory. You have...
Until it's given out.
Yes.
I'm sitting there playing
4
drums.
smoke bombs. You have 2 of these pouches that, on contact with someone in their face, in their general area, something that would indicate a breathing point in their orifice, a body thing above her. DC 14. What?
Crabby. Or Axel, sorry.
Craxel.
Use the smoke bombs. You must believe. Okay, well, that will cause paralysis. 2 of these pouches will. You have 2 pouches that, when flung in someone's face, will put them to sleep with a DC 14. And you have 2 pouches which are pretty much gunpowder. Throw it in someone's face, it hits them, and you
Probably gunpowder.
ignite them. And well, it's made from plants.
Just referring to something else.
Yes.
Probably black.
It will cause the target to become flammable if hit with some type of ignition source.
Hey, Father Jeremy.
Hello.
And then lastly,
Wait, he's been here.
Yeah, I meant to say hi.
Oh.
lastly,
I was like, wait.
give me a percentile. Also, perception.
He and I had some very unfortunate turns of events yesterday during Lich's stream.
Oh no.
I got killed by Grandma.
At least she didn't get run over by reindeer.
Like snoo snoo
she,
kill?
she ran over me
With a reindeer.
So,
with a big club.
so snoo snoo.
Not quite.
Okay.
Okay, so percentile is 88%, looks like.
Okay.
And perception was significantly less. Looks like 10.
Oh, perception of 10?
My passive is 15.
Okay. So, the halfling goes, "Oh, I have an idea." And he runs back into the tent, and you hear some quick swishing and swashing of potions and whatnot before you hear, "Yeah." And he comes back out and he goes, "Don't tell anyone I gave you these." And he hands you these 4 flasks. And he goes, "I didn't have vials, so I'm kind of running low on those, so it's kind of mixed with some alcohol, but these should help." And he gives you a tainted healing potion, which is, it has 3 uses. It will heal you for 2d4 plus 2. However, if you take all 3 uses of this, you will probably become drunk.
Huh?
You will have to do a con save. Yes. He goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't have time to rinse them out fully, so most likely it's halfling ale and a healing potion."
That's it. All 3 uses
Dear.
make drunk. Okay.
Are you pinky testing it?
Have I got a story about pinky testing?
I have a few of them that went bad.
Yes, darts too.
Wait, you ever told me? I think I did. A long time ago, maybe.
So
Back when we first started talking about pinky testing.
Thank you, Mike.
he's like,
Thank you, my
use those
friend."
for an emergency. Don't, or take them sparingly.
Right. I thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Real quick for you, do you happen to have anything that might be able to coat a weapon?
Oh, nope, those we don't have.
A fancy little coat.
The powders, we usually dip those with a bit of oil and the arrows, and we fire them off. He goes, "I'll probably get in trouble if I give you 2 more."
Anything?
Not a problem.
18. It's a halfling. He's supposed to speak proper English.
Common.
I appreciate what you were able to give me. I thank you.
Yes.
Cheapskate.
He kind of just sneers at you, and he goes,
I'm not saying that out loud.
"Oh, okay." And he goes, "Okay, that should be good. I'm busy, so."
Hi, Booze.
Hey, Booze.
Hello.
Thank you for the resub.
He goes darting back into his tent to start working on things. There was no alchemist fire available.
There was no alchemist fire?
No alchemist fire.
Gotcha.
0. Reference for Bleach.
So
You're tired? Oh, sorry.
that fast food killed me.
Yeah, that's what you get.
I know.
So you guys are
I know I've been eating healthier when fast food kills me.
adequately prepared. But from this point on, it is all up to you what you want to do. The map, the cartographer does stop by and give you a map, and he goes, "This one's the nearest I have. It's 2 days old." He goes, "Your best bet," and he shows you the map, and he's tracing his finger along the way. He goes, "That right there is what you're looking for," and he points to it, and he goes, "There is a red ribbon tied around some trees. Hopefully they've not been taken down, strewn, thrown away." He goes, "But that's what we usually use for markers."
Do you have any spellcasters about?
And he kind of looks around.
In particular, wizards.
He kind of looks around and he goes, "That's not my thing. That'd be the guard captain. You can ask him. I just draw maps."
Fair enough. Can you part with this map, or...
Oh, no, it's yours.
Thank you. I'll take that, and then I'm going to go ask the guard captain if there are any wizards about. What?
What? Yeah. Same here. Bad. We're just... No, we're done. Bratwurst, by the way. Anyway,
That's usually what brat stands for.
Huh?
He said that's what brat stands for. Bratwurst.
Yes.
Okay, he said beer brat. As in beer bratwurst.
I was quoting that bratwurst is...
Why is it called
So are there
bratwurst when
another-
it's
is there another
bratwurst?
wizard around here?
Yes, there's another wizard around here.
Awesome. I'm going to go approach that wizard, and I'm going to ask him a very interesting question.
He's gonna look at you and he's in...
Can I look through your spell book?
It's a personal question.
He goes, "As long as you don't look up my browser history."
I promise.
And he grabs his spellbook and he's watching you as like you're going through it.
I want to see if there's any spells in there that I might be able to copy into my spell book.
Do you happen to know
No, I don't. That's why I'm
protection
looking.
from good and evil?
Nope. Okay.
Do you happen to know the spell Magic Circle?
No. And that one really has my attention because it can be used for something else I have.
Oh, but you know Magic Square.
You happen to notice that this wizard seems to
Magic
have a lot of
Circle,
spells that don't deal with
What about a
dealing
magic
damage, but mostly support.
Right.
He also has
We can go Pulp Fiction. Hey, don't be a.
he also has some spells that you notice that would probably not be from normal means.
Okay.
So, warlock, that kind of thing.
Right.
But yes, you can if you so wish, protection of good and evil, and magic circle are two of them that you would spot off the top of your head.
Protection from good and evil is the one that I'm most interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I copy this into my book?
He goes, "It should be no problem." And that'll take you like what, an hour, if I remember correctly, preparing.
Yeah, it takes me an hour, and I'm gonna hand him 10 gold for his time.
Oh, he goes,
Okay.
"You may need that later."
Okay. I will write that down.
So yes, if you want so choose, you can have those two spells added to your book. Magic Circle is what?
It'll take me an hour for each of them, so I'm only going to do protection from good and evil.
I
Gotcha.
thought Magic Circle. You said that was one that interested you the most.
That one interests me too, but protection from good and evil is going to do us the most good.
I'm just making sure you said what you said. That's all.
Yes.
Oh, Magic Circle would be really fun with one of my other spells, but that's one of those I have to have everything set up the right way. Protection from good and evil will do that. It will be a better choice.
Nice. So, Tyr informs you that he's gonna need an hour to spread the spell.
Scry?
Not scry.
Scribe.
Scribe the spell. If you guys want to acquaint yourselves, or if a certain dancing cleric wants to get to know her father maybe a little bit better, or if you just want to hang around the camp, you can so choose to.
I'll play some music.
Okay. Marcus is playing music. What are you two doing?
I am going to go and see if I can help my father do any fetching.
Did you do any when you were a little girl? Or through your childhood?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Did you do any of that to help him when you was a little girl or through your aging process?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm mostly focused on clerical things, but, you know, typical dad tries to teach you type of thing, and, like, you don't necessarily get it great, but you can kind of do and mimic what he's doing.
Okay. When you walk over to him, he again gives you the long stare, and he just goes, "Have I met you somewhere before?"
I am part of the family tree, so to speak. We'll leave it at that.
And he looks and he goes, "You're not," and he says your mom's name, and he's like, "A sister." And he was like, and he goes, "My God, the striking resemblance from you and Sarel is just awe-inspiring." And he goes, "But yes, like,
You're breathtaking.
we're not keeping it in the family here." Bam. So he goes, "Did you need something?"
I was going to see if I could help you with anything, or are you fine?
And he says, "Well, currently I'm coating these arrowheads with the powders and the oils that we use to keep the things, the creatures at bay. Do you happen to know how to do such things?" And general knowledge, yes. And if you want to attempt to like help him out, give me a D20 with advantage.
I was taught by someone who has done this in the past. Sort of. So sure, a little bit. And you wanted me to roll a D20?
Yes, with advantage, since you...
With...
Yes.
Okay, well that's a 19 on the die, so I don't know if you want me to...
That just a straight D20.
Just a straight, okay.
Yeah. So you seem to have no problem with doing this, and he seems generally happy with what you're doing. It's small talk. Kind of curious about when you say family. He goes, "I have no brothers or sisters, so you must be, sister, cousin, aunt, uncle, very young. Just." He's trying to it's almost like he's trying to piece together something like, I don't.
I'm gonna look around to make sure that no one else is listening. Do I see anyone paying any attention to what we're doing? Any like how close are we to the next person?
There's a guard, maybe like 7 feet away from you. Nothing. He looks like he's just standing to attention.
Okay, so okay. I will tell him quietly that I am not from this time, and that is all that I can tell you.
And he kind of looks up at you, and it almost kind of like dawns on him, like, actually, let me just make sure. Let me make sure that he's not. That's a nat 20. It dawns on him almost immediately, like, oh, I see you did not take after me fully then.
No, I did not.
And he just, he kind of...
I mean, I'm going to blush at that point, because it's like, crap, I didn't mean for him to, like, find that out, but okay, crap.
I mean, with the nat 20, he's just like, bling, crap.
Yep.
I got a cleric daughter that dances in taverns.
And makes pearls out of sand.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that little detail. Why don't you tell him about that?
I have a bag of
What?
sand. We still gotta figure this out.
He just nods and he goes, all right. And he goes, well, your help is much appreciated. I won't ask any more than that. I'm not going to roll my...
How's he gonna tell his wife?
I did not tell Mother.
The alt keys kind of... Let's see. Rip. I have this giant area right here for dice for rolling. I rolled on my laptop and I broke my alt key, I think. Sad face.
You know what fixes that? Duct tape.
Yeah. That's a warranty, so I can probably... I want to. Anyway, hour passes. Tier, you now have that spell. I assume you know what tier that is, and
I got it already.
Mr.
No,
DM
that's
of
tier.
infinite knowledge.
Not quite infinite, but I'm getting there.
Yes. And you are all set to go if you so choose to venture into the Dreadwood. Now,
I do, but we have one last thing that we're gonna have to grab.
yes,
Food.
5 days worth of rations, you already have it.
No, I'm grabbing more.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no guarantee that something stupid might not happen while we're out there.
That is true. You have to speak to the quartermaster, and
I mean, I'll drop 5 gold on him to get another 5 days of ration for everybody else.
so when you get to him, he kind of looks at you and he goes, "Yeah, we don't really keep much in the camp. We don't want to stir creatures thinking that we have food in here. So we got like berries and stuff. We kind of go there, and there's a fishing spot we hit up, and there's some hunting. Those guys don't really eat meat. I can get you some stuff. It's just not going to be good."
I just want a couple more days worth of rations in case something stupid happens while we're out there.
Gotcha. And oh my god, I rolled a 9-2. Everyone has 3 more days of rations.
3.
3.
Alright, that'll do.
That'll do, big.
And he goes, "You didn't get this from me."
I know nothing.
So we have 8 in total?
Yeah.
8. Everyone has 8 days of rations.
Fireball has been dropped.
Oh! Guys, now that they've been moved. Oh, they're over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so last time I did roll a 20.
Don't roll it on your laptop.
Yeah, it's not rolling my laptop, shall we? Rolling! It is a 1. No fireball for you.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, that would suck. Alright, guys, we're on a time limit. Fireball. Okay, with the rest again.
Easy bound.
Hey, Lady
So you guys
Take
will
it
now
easy.
start making your way towards the Driftwood, where the cartographer will point out the entrance.
A quick side trip to grab some water for the water skin to make sure I'm filled up.
You're good to go.
And at least, I want to say 2 torches.
Should be, have no problem with that.
Alright.
Alright, so as you all
Cool.
get to the entrance. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, before we all venture off into the woods, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
would anybody like some of the provisions that I got from the quartermaster?
Like what?
Well, I got a few smoke bombs, a couple of pouches of paralysis, I guess, and a couple of pouches of sleeping potion, or sleeping pouches, can't read my own writing, and a couple of pouches of materials that if you throw them on people, they explode. So if you light them on fire.
I'll take the
It's
splody
as
ones.
best as I can describe it.
I'll take the splody ones. I can use my mage hand and cause havoc.
All right. I'll give you the 2 exploding ones.
So who does he want to say in the voice of the Klondike Bar thing?
I don't know.
He goes, "I was really hoping you'd say, would anyone like a Klondike bar in that voice?" But whose voice?
Whose voice?
Anyone like a Klondike bar?
You just automatically assume it's you.
Yep.
It almost sounds like you're saying, like, just Moe's Tavern.
When I find out who this is.
No?
No.
No? Who's?
You're welcome.
Who?
Do you mean me?
Everyone say, "What would you do for a Klondike bar?" in your own voice. Solid.
Yeah, he means Torok.
You
Yes.
All right. Would anyone like a Klondike bar?
What is that?
I don't know.
Some sort of chocolatey, minty
Klondike
sort
bar.
of thing.
Is this something I can drink?
Not yet. If it's a maybe it is.
It's a bar.
Did anyone happen to inform him that the potions of healing are tainted with alcohol?
No.
Okay. That's good.
This might be a good thing.
you grab all 4 of them. Someone just, 8d4 plus 8 healing.
I don't need the healing.
You might after.
DC 3 con save against my healing potion.
Yeah, Booze, if you've never been to a Saltmarsh stream before, I play a drunk bard. I'm basically playing
Local
you.
legend.
Yes,
Local legend.
the halfling quartermaster didn't have any vials to put the potion of healing in, so he put them in flasks that had halfling ale in it.
Every other Wednesday, Booze. It won't be next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, maybe. Actually, that one might not be happening. But anyway.
Yes.
If you go to dragonsinthediningroom.com and you click on the thing that says calendar, you can see what stream is playing on what day.
We also have it below on the Twitch channel.
It's not 100% accurate.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep, Marcus is a human bard who likes to drink and fight. I'm basically you.
Also, he tries to cast sleep on people and gets the Skyrim guards on him a lot.
No, I don't do that no more.
You did it on the goblins? Are they the bandits in the cave?
I'm gonna start walking to the woods.
Oh, you're already there. You're at the entrance.
I'm gonna say before we leave
Yeah.
the encampment, I would like to see if my father has any advice for us since he knows that we're going into the woods.
I
Don't
bet
die.
You, I was just gonna say.
What? What'd say?
Don't die.
He's gonna look at you and he's gonna go, are you sure you want to venture in there?
Yes.
And he goes, alright, the only advice that I can give is light is meaningless in some places in the Dreadwood. The brightest torch will cause almost no light.
Ah, I can beat that.
Oh, it's almost like someone has a shield that gives light for some purpose, for some reason.
I can stop that.
Yes,
Don't.
yes, but and he said also he says that if you make camp in the night or at any point and stay in the Dreadwood, do not listen to the voices.
All right. We will do our best to follow those.
Yeah, Booze, there was one
Yes.
going, you missed it this time.
Oh, gotcha. So yes, you are now making your way into the Dreadwoods, and it takes all of about a 5-minute jaunt to find out that yes, light in here is very dim.
If only somebody could do something about that.
Yes. Yeah, that's about what you're hitting with. And as you're going with the torch, it gives you the light or the luminescence of the brain. Was it 50 feet? 50 or 30 bright, 30 dim?
That was good.
What?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
almost like we're on the same brainwave sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Is it 30-30? I thought it was 20-20.
I thought it was 30-30. I'm pretty sure it's 30-30.
I will double check.
But like normal vision without this torch, it'd be very dim. You'd have a hard time seeing past 30 feet, if that. It's almost unnatural.
Oh.
And
weird.
the canopy of trees and whatnot is only lets a few rays in.
20-20.
Huh?
20-20.
Oh, it is 2020. Oof.
Hindsight.
Yeah.
This area of the woods feels a bit oppressive.
Yes.
There's
Now,
actually two dining rooms.
There's
in our
two
dragon-
dining rooms.
There's two dining rooms in our dragons.
We're over there.
One,
They were very hungry.
2, 3,
Oh,
4, 5,
6.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like a dozen dragons in our dining room
So why aren't we dozen dragons in the dining room?
because that's a lot of D's.
I want a baker's dozen.
It's a lot of these, huh?
Yes. A lot of D. All the D. Alright, anyway, back to our regularly scheduled campaign. Not totally getting off railed at all.
I think you meant to say derailed.
Derailed. It's going off the rails.
No, but saying it's going off rail, whatever you
Just-
said.
No, we're not like Caltrap.
You're Caltrap?
Yes. I want you to sit
It's
on that
supposed to
now.
be an O.
Caltrap. Caltrap.
I said O, he said Caltrip.
Cantrip. Shut up, die. Rocks fall, you die in the forest. No,
I'm going forward with the torch.
alright. The map that you have, as well as some of the red ribbons that are kind of tied very discreetly. The map shows it probably goes about 1/3 the way into the forest, and then there's nothing. So, now, for my favorite thing to do, Someone give me an encounter roll. I don't know. I don't care who.
15.
15. Because I'm actually using the book. If you do have the Ghosts of Saltmarsh book, you can follow along on their adventures. Don't give anything away. I'll hunt you down. To the ends of the earth.
What the hell is happening, child?
I don't know. There's like an explosion of cabbages, bananas, pickles, cauliflower. I just had cauliflower actually. I had cauliflower rice. It was pretty good with some shrimp. Okay, yep, we're good. Alright, with the 15, you start to notice as you are walking along that there is something snapping twigs. And
That'd be my feet.
well, I was going to say in the general direction north of you. You are currently traveling east.
I like how Aaron almost got the whole word and Mel had to put Gus.
What can I say? I suck at spelling. So.
So something to the north of us is making noises.
Yes, it is definitely making noises. It is not being quiet at all.
Does it sound like it is hefty? Does it sound like it is moving at speed?
Normal pace, normal footsteps.
Okay.
There's
And
even
is
some
it
bushes.
I mean, is it getting
approaching?
darker?
At
Before
this
we get in?
At this point, if you would stop and listen to the sound and whatnot, it doesn't seem like it's approaching. It's just kind of seem like it's going along with you.
So it's going parallel to us.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, DM,
Yes.
we can only see your shoulder.
Oh. Hey, girl. Is this better?
There you go.
Hey, if you get the Ghosts of Saltmarsh, you get the full package.
And he had a question too.
Marcus, hi.
Is it getting darker?
It is actually the same light.
I guess we don't need my shield then.
Same
The
difference.
torch is giving.
If it's working, if it's moving parallel to us, then I'm just going to make sure everybody is aware of the noise and continue onward.
All right.
I wonder if I do that really loud command, if I can make the whole forest bright again.
That'd be neat.
That'd be
I'm walking
interesting.
with my glaive out.
Because I made like an
Probably
artificial sun last
wait
time.
for that until we get to the center, and then maybe you can do that again.
You know, actually, that's not a bad idea either.
Make the cockroaches run away.
That's right.
Yes. Do you happen to have a second shield on you by chance?
Maybe. I thought I did. I thought I had... Because I had a
I
regular
thought you had a shield to begin with, and then you were given that shield by what's her name.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I have one on my back.
I don't have that in your inventory, so I just need a just general DM question for you. All right. It takes about another 10 minutes before the sounds now seem to be getting closer, and it sounds like multiple things. Bushes are kind of being brushed against, twigs snapping.
Being on alert, but moving in the same direction because it could be just another scouting party.
Gotcha. Another 10 minutes go past. Please give me an encounter roll again, someone other than Marcus.
I got it. That would be a 9.
9!
Like
Like
forces.
Jinx. Alright. As... Oh yeah, okay, I can do this. Amazing. Diablo. As you take about 10 more minutes into your stride, you do happen to hear a sound of a as an arrow goes past your head. Initiative!
Good thing that we were waiting for something to happen.
Oh my god.
Well, apparently I wasn't waiting well enough.
That's a heck of a roll.
My dice do not like me tonight.
No, me neither.
So apparently improved initiative is not working, so I'm gonna have to use this by the book.
There's sheets to your right. where the minis are. Oh, you got them. Perfect.
can't
You know
get to
what?
them.
ZNZ, that's something that we're exploring. That would be entirely up to Synnal.
What?
Booze wants to play one of the monsters, and I have all of the dice programmed in the chat.
Oh. All right. How about this? Roll me a d20, and if you hit a nat 20, you can play him.
So you have a 5% chance.
Yes. Because this is kind of more of a story encounter as well. But if he hits it,
Oh, thank you, good sir.
Oh.
Speedy, you are very, very generous.
Thanks, Speedy.
Thank you.
It's really kind of you.
wow, you got a 1.
The exact opposite.
Well,
You are forbidden to play any monsters from now on. You boy.
ever.
Ever.
Although
So
it's
this
the
is
same
more of a
percentage
story
chance.
encounter.
Jinky.
So
Actually, just hit him with the ban. Get him out of here.
Yep, sorry.
slash.
Hashtag.
All right.
Cancel ZNC.
Yes. Ariel, initiative.
11.
There we go. I got it.
The sad old music. I'm thinking the piano track from Spider-Man.
Oh.
Or not Spider-Man. I said Spider-Man.
Yes, you did, Marcus.
Well, that just happened.
There's a hero can save us. That song?
That's not the sad piano music.
Okay, I figured.
What's even worse is the sad piano music in my head was Return to Xandercan from Final Fantasy.
That's sad. I don't like that song.
Do 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 do.
Wait, stop it.
do.
Give me your initiative.
I am thinking of the Hulk, but I wasn't because I had Return to Xandercan in my head, so I didn't at all. Oh, 8.
Thank you. Torlock.
Excuse me, that was a grand total of 7.
Jesus. Tear.
Oh my God!
I got a 15.
Look, I just threw it over there. Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
I rolled a 3, so I just tossed it and over my pile, and now it's 20.
Space 26.
Yeah, it is.
Who speaks Goblin?
I don't.
Oh, I thought I do. I don't. I speak
But,
English.
but I can do something else.
Okay. Because what you hear is and
Mock, mock, mock.
I am Mock.
and now that you all have seen the arrow, you go look in that general direction that you've been looking at anyway, and you see that there are 4 goblins.
Oh, he's busy.
Just 4 goblins. They have a torch bearer. They have a banner, which is kind of weird.
Do they have? Well, does the banner look anything like what I saw back in my time frame?
No.
No. Okay.
The clan might have changed in 300 years.
Possibly.
200. Close.
200.
Yes. The banner that they have
That's a century.
is what looks like flayed human skin with a symbol of an eye on it that is bleeding.
Ew.
Like it's painted bleeding, or it actually is bleeding.
It's bleeding.
Oh, awesome.
Ew.
Well,
You were.
we
And then
now
when-
know
when you
that
look at this
Sauron
banner-
is back.
The banner blinks.
The bland. Huh?
The banner blinks.
Okay, thank you.
You.
That's you-er.
Yeah.
And then it says, "Moisturize me."
Okay, you missed.
For dry eyes.
I know what we need. We need Ben Styles.
For dry, clear eyes.
Use clear rod.
Yes.
Wow.
And now, wow.
That was more Owen Wilson.
It was.
Wow. Wow.
I just rolled 12 3 times.
You know what? That would be a fun combination.
Ben
and
Stein
Owen
and-
Wilson. That'd be an amazing lineup.
Wow. I just had to
I know,
try it.
I know.
Wow.
You scare me sometimes. Like, I am
Only
afraid to go
sometimes?
home now. Alright.
Is that Ben Stein doing Owen Wilson, or is that Owen Wilson doing Ben Stein?
That's more Owen Wilson impersonating Ben Stein.
Right?
All
I
right.
don't think Benstein has the vocal range to impersonate.
Tyr, you are up. These goblins are roughly about 30 feet away from you. I'm sorry, 45 feet away from you. And they have bows, arrows, swords, and that one goblin in the back with the banner looks beefier.
I'm going to grab. No, actually, no, because that won't mess with him too much
You
either.
might not want to get too far. It's almost break time.
I'm going
One
to
round.
cast Chill Touch
Which is neither chill nor touch.
Yes.
at the banner.
At the banner.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a banner day.
and that would be a 15 to hit.
All right.
16 to hit.
Well, this thing doesn't really have any strange. Like, you hit it, and it hits the banner.
Oh, fantastic. And I'm going to do 2d8 damage to it.
Yes.
That's on my other d8. That would be 7 points of necrotic damage.
About that necrotic damage, it hits the banner, and nothing happens. Except for the eye is now bleeding even more.
Perfect. However, it does not have the ability to heal, and it has disadvantage on its next attack.
You, nice job.
Yes. I was waiting for the necrotic damage, you say. Alright.
But that answered my question, so that's a good thing.
What was your question? Does necrotic do damage to a flag?
Actually, my question was, is this necrotic in nature? To which I will announce it to the rest of the party. That thing is necrotic in nature.
Alright.
It's not really natural at all.
Now, 3 of the goblins that were near this banner have all taken up arms, and they are charging.
So they have a blinking banner, eyeball, and arms. These guys are brutal.
Yes. Taking up arms as in they have short swords and... Yeah.
I did.
They're not... You know.
See, in my mind, that's what they were doing.
Gotcha. So, they move up 30 feet closer to you. They are 15 feet away. They have short swords, makeshift kind of armor. But now that they are close enough to visually see with the torchlight and whatnot, their eyes are bleeding.
Interesting.
They need to get some sleep.
Right.
That is their... those three's turn. Ariel, your turn.
Sacred flame to the banner. It needs to make a dex save.
Okay. I don't know how. I guess like technically use the. Oh, it makes a dex save because it rolled a 20.
Okay.
I'm going to assume
Then
the goblin
nothing-
kind of was just like. Eh. What does it do?
Nothing happens. Sacred flame is it. The target gains.
Oh, it's hit or miss. Got it.
Nothing happens if it makes the dex save.
I
You mean this?
look. My alt key got destroyed by rolling a 20, so it's sacrificed for the rest of the night.
I mean,
I think
it's
it's
a
more than
cantrip.
just the rest of the
fine.
night. I think it's just sacrificed.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do, darling? You got 3 goblins 15 feet away from your party, and then that one that's 45.
Nope. That's an action, and I'm going to back up. Like, back up about 10 feet or so that they're not close to me anymore.
Okay. So I'll just put you 25 feet in the back. We're kind of doing theater of the mind here. We're not using the map tonight because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Marcus.
I grab my rapier and I have 80 black and 80 white, so I'm going to redoublement into the next enemy.
You can only repose.
That's fine. That's the end of the combo anyway.
Okay.
I've been playing way too much 14.
And the fact that I still remember that. 'cause I
I'm
just-
going to charge to the nearest one, and I'm going to stab at it.
Okay. When you get up to this goblin and you stare him in the face and you gun down with your short sword, you roll
It's my short sword. It's my rapier.
rapier to your hit.
To my
Action.
hit.
To your hit. Go.
Yeah, chuckle it up.
At least mine didn't do anything when I hit.
Wait, sorry, I don't remember. if this is a plus to hit at all. It's just plus damage, right?
Your rapier is +1.
So it's plus to hit and
That's what I
damage.
thought. Yeah, right. But, well, no, it also has. Never mind. Okay, I'm good. So that's a 14 to hit. Nope. 17.
What'd you roll?
I'm 9.
Dang.
I have 3 proficiency and I have 4 in my main stat plus 1.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely hit this thing.
Okay.
You just.
I haven't done combat in years.
Wow.
It's been years. What year is it?
The only thing you've been doing is sleep.
I've done more
And
than sleep.
Thunderwave.
I've done hypnotic pattern. Oh my god.
It's gonna be a day.
It's gonna be a day.
Did you poke it?
Plus
5 damage and 2 chill.
Okay. You hit this goblin with
Wouldn't it be 6?
the.
Wouldn't it be 6? What's your stat?
Oh yeah, sorry. 6 piercing, 2 chill.
Alright.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you're right.
Gotcha. When you hit this goblin with the piercing damage, it seems to have full effect. When you hit him with the frost damage, it seems to have full effect.
Great. Now he's cold. And
Yes.
he's got a paper cut.
And his eyes are bleeding. More than what they were.
Good. I'm gonna make the rest of them bleed.
Yes.
Poke him full of holes.
You know what? We could just run around
Oh,
and
wait.
let them exsanguinate by
Nope.
themselves.
Not done. Extra attack. Because I'm a bard of valor.
I was kind of hoping you
You
could
did
hit.
better.
That's better. That's 24 to hit.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
11 piercing
Okay.
and 2 frost.
Alright, when you stab this goblin again,
I am a red mage.
seriously, you hit him and he's like, yeah! And then the frost kind of takes over and whatnot, and when the final frost damage hits him, he goes, ah! And then you see this black, ooky mess start forming around his body as he dissolves into what looks like an oozling.
You all seeing this?
Yep. Pudding.
Not right now. I'm not hungry.
No, that's what they call.
Oh.
The bones and whatnot of the goblin are still inside this oozling.
Ew.
It looks like it literally melted into this goop, and this goop is moving.
Awesome.
Am I surrounded by anybody? Am I within 5 feet of anything else?
How
How far away was it from me?
If it was 15 feet, you moved, you could easily.
Okay, I'll go back 15. Go back to where I was.
Okay.
There. Now I redoubled and reposted.
Exactly. So you are back with the party. Got it. Torlock, your turn. One dead goblin that has turned into a black oozling, and 2 goblins left with the one in the banner.
How far back is the one with the banner?
45 feet.
And the others are within 15 feet of me?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to approach within 10 feet of the ones that are within 15 feet of me,
Okay.
and I'm going to swing with my glaive.
Well, swing. Better. Oh, wait, blade or warhammer?
The glaive.
Blade. Okay. Not using your special warhammer of awesomeness, has he?
Oh, not quite yet. Oh, that would be 11.
11.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that is not a hit.
All right. And then I'm going to take a couple of steps back.
Okay. The 5 feet back.
Yep. So it's just out of range and has to re-enter my range.
Gotcha. And it is now the banner goblins go. And he starts chanting, and as he's chanting, the banner starts glowing a ominous black and purple as the eye opens up and a beam fires out from it. It looks very familiar, like a spell that had just been cast. On Tyr. Does a 16 hit you, Tyr?
Yes.
Alright, you will take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Is this chill touch?
It is chill touch!
Okay.
And the Banner Goblin seems to be very enthusiastic as he stands still and doesn't move from that point. And with the first round of combat done, we are actually going to take our break. So you have to come back for the exciting conclusion of Dragon Ball Dining Room.
Dragon Ball Dining Room.
Yes. Our breaks are anywhere between 25 to whenever we feel like it. And it's really hot, so we're probably all going to get some ice cream or cool down or whatnot.
I just need water.
Thank you for tuning in so far. Please
Plenty of bad pizza
stay around, and we'll be with you shortly.
We shall return.
No, dude, I'm telling you, everyone knows what Hero Approved is.
No, they don't, dude. They don't.
No, not everybody knows. Not everybody.
Everybody should know, but they don't.
What's Hero Approved?
Well, I'm glad you asked. What's up, everybody? I'm Turkey from the Grouch Couch. The Grouch Couch is a show where we dress up in full costumes and do voice acting, and we get all other kinds of shenanigans. Like, you can even influence our whole show. Yes, you can, and it's fantastic. We stream on multiple nights a week, and we would love to have you there. Look, we're friends with everyone, and we would love you to be one of our friends. So please, come hang out with us at the Grouch Couch.
Hi, I'm the Lich, and I like making shows that you can play. Come by Viva La Dungeon on Tuesdays. It's the only Battle Royale dungeon crawling game show on Twitch. And on Saturdays, hop on into Pokovich Roadshow. Viva La Dungeon!
Here, I'm DM Taco. Some Dragons in the Dining Room, where D&D streamed enjoys letting our viewers interact with our game. We also have a show where you can ask questions and learn about the game as well. Come join us at our table, and welcome to the Dining Room.
Hi, my name is Spooky Sprinkles. Come watch me paint one-of-a-kind custom paintings, hand-painted patches, and all kinds of other fun art shenanigans. You can come give me some jump scares, chat it up, and come around and stay for a good old, wholesome time.
And we are
Hero Approved.
Nope. Okay. I gotta bend it down just a little more.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Doctor. Hello, Dr. Nick.
That is why we're on the same wavelength sometimes. Camera, why you not go down?
Yeah.
Aha! All right, so
Did you bite it yet?
Oh, yeah.
so Marcus over here got these super sour,
Not a sponsor.
sweet tart things, and
They are very sour.
I was semi-dared to do this on stream.
You just wanted to do it.
You chose to.
You chose death.
I chose death. Okay.
See, normally the blue ones are the more sour ones in a pack.
So that's where I started.
We were wrong.
Oh, the green one's so much worse.
Alright, so Tyr, it is your go. Remember 2 goblins in front, one's an oozling that seems to be quivering, and then the goblin and the banner. And I'm going to now choose death.
Okay.
Someone clip that, please.
Oh my god!
We weren't kidding.
Oh, instant tears.
I wasn't playing it up.
We weren't kidding.
Oh my god, I love green apple, but my god. I'm drooling almost. Oh, it's went to my nose.
Water! Water!
It's probably not going to help much.
Oh, no, that helped a lot. Oh.
Have you bitten it yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just did.
That was worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There's 2 layers. There's the shell and then you bite it.
Oh.
Yep.
They both suck.
I'm
In a
gonna
good way, though.
Yeah.
get Kleenex here. Oh. Okay, now that my senses have all been awakened to the 17th level. Tyr.
I am going to pull out my short sword. No, I'm going to pull out my quarterstaff.
Okay.
And this is going to sound weird because the spell will still work, but whatever. I'm going to pull out my quarterstaff, and as an action, I am going to cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Alright. It then takes
This is
6 points of bludgeoning damage and is wrapped in a wreath of vibrating energy. And if it decides to move, things happen.
Speaking of that, did you target the goblins in front?
No,
or
the jelly on the ground.
The jelly. All right.
Thank you very much for the power of sour.
Question.
Answer.
What type of magic is that?
It is thunder.
Thunder? Okay.
But it itself didn't do thunder damage.
It's just classified as thunder.
No. I did bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
All it did was put this thing that's surrounding it. If it does not move of its own accord, nothing happens. If it does move upon its own accord, then things happen and it's thunder damage.
That's what I meant. Sorry. All right.
But the initial damage was the 6 bludgeoning.
Gotcha. When you kathunked this, with your quarterstaff, you notice that it didn't seem as effective.
That's fine. It wasn't the thump that I was worried about.
Yes. It's the after. Alright. The 2 goblins that are nearest to Tyr and... Well, actually, I think everyone except for... No, you're up there too. Yeah.
Everybody backed up after attacking.
Oh, I did. I came back.
Yeah.
I attacked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So then the closest person would be Tyr. And both of them, seeing that Tyr is the nearest target, they gonna smack you.
Remember, everyone's got 13 temp.
Not me.
Wow.
Because I've taken damage.
Oh, from your temp though. Okay.
Yeah. First one.
These things move towards him, or was that from him moving towards them?
Sorry?
I'm sorry?
Was that from, did these things move towards us, or was that from Tyr moving towards them?
Tyr moved towards them.
Yeah, I moved towards them.
Alright, second one. Tyr does a 16 hit. It does. Alright. You are going to take 3 points of slash damage. And that is it for them. Ariel, you are 25 feet away from all this commotion. Tell me what you would like to do.
Sorry, I was taking an adorable picture of the cat. I would like to guiding bolt them. The one with the banner.
Okay. Guiding bolt, banter boy.
23.
Yeah.
Hi.
Literally.
They take 46 radiant damage, I believe.
And you are targeting the goblin, not the banner itself.
No, the banner. I was hoping to hit the banner.
Okay.
Right. I should have specified that better. Meant that I was hitting the banner.
Fallout Butch. Don't get 76.
20 points of radiant damage.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Okay, so let me put you
and on the next attack against that target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Well, you don't have to worry about that because when you smacked it with radiant damage, it exploded.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Kind of an expected outcome too.
The banner exploded, and by exploded I mean human flesh and the bleeding eye went.
Okay.
And there was hardly nothing left of it.
Okay.
The metal pole is on the goblin, but he's just kind of like.
Did anything happen to the goblins themselves when that happened, or no?
No.
Okay.
Marcus, your turn. Unless you, I'm sorry. You want to move? My bad. Alright, do you want to move?
No, I said that was the end of my turn. I won't do anything else. I don't even need to move.
Are you gonna live?
We're fine.
What?
Oh, look at that. Your face is.
Another
red.
sour?
I'm also warm.
Ah.
Oh.
Your turn.
Okay. Is there anything near me?
If you step forward, like 5 feet, you can hit 2 goblins and the oozling.
I will hit the ooze.
Hit the ooze, he says.
Because I do magical damage, so hopefully it'll make a difference. 20.
Yes.
Okay.
20, yes.
7 magical piercing.
Okay.
And 2 chili.
2 chili?
2 Kevin's chili.
Gotcha. Alright. Now, when you hit the ooze, you definitely can tell this thing took full damage. It's pretty frosty.
And I poke it again.
Well, poke it against it.
Same thing to hit.
You're gonna hit.
And 13 magical damage, and then 1 more chili.
Alright, when you come down on your trusty smacky stick of smackiness and stabby stick of stabbiness, you are able to see this oozling quiver and
as a reaction, I cast Verflare.
You cast what?
Verflare.
Verflare. You've been playing way too much Final Fantasy, sir.
I tried.
You tried. Here, do me a favor. Wipe this around your bottle so I can take your condensation and use it as a moisturizer.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yes, I agree. Everything is better with a wizard hat. Dude, I turned around at just the right time.
Why?
Because whatever he's watching, I saw the bald guy from Hitman grab a briefcase and just tomahawk throw it at some dude just...
I saw a video of somebody playing that Hitman game.
Holy smokes, Fishy with all the unicorn hearts. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, King Fishy.
Somebody was playing that Hitman game, and they had the briefcase weapon.
Yeah.
And apparently it tracks your enemy. I don't know if it's like, okay. I think it's for the sake of you're not supposed to hit a moving enemy with it, so you throw it and it finds your target.
Yeah.
But somebody exploited this, and there's like an enemy on a jet ski. So like this dude's going full speed, and he throws the briefcase, and it's like following.
All right. Now what you have left is 3 goblins.
Wait.
Eating eyes.
What about the ooze?
It's dead.
You made it go slower.
So were there 4 goblins?
There were 4 goblins, and one of them had a banner, and we were targeting like the banner exploded now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good.
Torlock, commence the smashing.
All right, well, I'm gonna step within range again and proceed to try to slice at least one of these buggers open.
Thank you for the resub, Fishy.
Thank you.
With a
Thanks.
15.
15 does hit.
All right, and that will be 1d7. Where's my... Yeah. That would be 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna step back out of range again.
Do it. You can only have 20. Oh.
Basically, you're seeing.
Is there a way to tie that into channel points? Like you have to use channel points to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Like no, not loyalty points, channel points.
Are you?
No.
You're doing a second attack, sir?
Was that?
Are you doing a second attack?
No, I actually don't get the second attack.
Oh, I thought you did. I'm sorry. My bad.
I do.
Nope. Well, technically I could use the butt end of it, but I'm just gonna step back, wait for it to come to me.
Are you okay?
I am fine. My tongue is sore now.
Oh.
Tyr, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk over to one of those other goblins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna cast Booming Blade.
Schmack him.
Math is hard. Is a 14 hit?
14 does. Oh, actually, it ties.
Okay.
14 ties on that one. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Goblin again sees you, likes you, smacks you.
Well, he's gonna try.
Yes. That's a 16 on the dice. So
He's gonna succeed.
yes. 3 slashing damage from him, and the other one. 17 hits.
Yep. And he can only do 2 damage to me.
2.
Only 2. That's all the more he can do.
Oh well, he rolled a 6 on the die, so
Dang it. He doesn't listen well.
no. 6 more slashing on top of that.
Alright.
And they seem to be very happy that they are bloodletting. But even though it's temp HP, so it's blood shield letting?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Alright, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to stake flame. Which goblin is like not being attacked at the moment?
That
Are
would
there
be
2 or 1?
Goblin number 3.
Okay, I would like to Sacred Flame Goblin number 3, and it needs to make it.
Okay.
AC 15.
Save. It rolled 19 on the die, so it saves.
Fine.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm going to, like, huff for a moment. Fine. And then, that's the end of my turn. Oh, I'm gonna back up. I'm sorry, I'm gonna back up like 5 feet.
Is that you just did obliterate a freaking banner, just like.
Yes, but I can still huff in frustration of not being able to hit this silly goblin. Yeah. Never mind.
All right, Marcus, your turn.
Great. I will. Goop is dead, so I will target the goblin nearest to me.
Okay. That'd be the one that actually is taking damage.
That'd be the what?
One that has actually taken damage.
Oh, good. I'm gonna take some more. Or not. I roll a 1, so I don't know what you want to do.
Roll me another d20. Is that another 1?
2?
2? Okay. The weapon.
It's not a no net 1, but yes, we do have that.
I don't think I know.
Oh, you're probably right. FYI, team, we do have a spare nat 20. I forgot to say that.
Oh,
okay.
nice.
Oh, awesome.
So, would you like to use that spare nat 20?
In lieu of?
Yes.
It's not a no nat 1. I already rolled.
If you want to use it, you can.
Fine, I'll use it.
Okay.
Never mind. It's gone. Okay, so 8, 11.
That goblin's gonna be paced.
I like some jam with my goblin paste.
21 magical piercing.
Holy crap.
And 5 cold.
You stick your rapier through right through his forehead, and he's just like... And as you...
Captain Popsicle.
You have to do the one-liner. What did he just describe?
Poked it in the head.
With what?
A rapier.
That does?
Erases people.
Cold damage?
Ice to see ya.
That's one heck of a case of brain freeze
Yes.
right there.
And
Cool it over there.
so as...
Chill.
Oh, my better bargain the bard.
Yeah. So as
No.
that happens, once again, the body kind of disforms into this weird black ooze.
Alright, I attack the ooze.
Attack the ooze.
You got both the other numbers in one.
20 to hit.
Yes.
11 magical piercing.
Okay.
And 2 chili.
I think the marker died.
It's possible we got more.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah, I'll put them away.
I'm done.
Okay, I got back. Right.
I think they're actually damaging my tongue.
After a while, it's like salt and vinegar chips. I need so many before my tongue is
Ooh.
Okay. You hit the ooze and it still feels like you are doing full damage. With that, it is Torlock's turn.
Alright, well, I'm gonna... Are there any goblins left? There should be one, right?
There's one goblin to your side and one goblin in the back, which is the banner goblin.
Is that Banner Goblin doing anything important?
No. That was the one that she fired at.
Okay, alright. Well, I'll just walk up and slice the nearest one again.
Okay.
The whole same routine. Getting a little practice in here. That would be a 14 to hit.
14 ties. So new.
Alright. In which case, I am going to step back and taunt it.
Your mother's a hobgoblin.
And
Come and get me, you little green bugger.
Alright. Tyr, your turn. I don't think I've ever cycled through initiative this quick.
I'm going to, with 2 hands,
Whoa.
baseball swing at this
Thank you, Ganger.
Woo! Thank you!
Thank you for the
Ouch,
cheers.
dangerous. All the love, amigo.
Thanks, bud.
We get 10 rewards. All the rewards, but I'm not in chat, so I don't get any. So I'm sad.
You, sir, are amazing.
Thank you.
What am I looking at here? I'm looking at a 26 to hit.
Yes, I see your 26 and I say yes.
And that will do 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and he is wrapped in that spell again.
The ooze or the goblin?
The goblin.
The goblin. The goblin takes your damage and disintegrates into that weird forming gelatinous gel.
So the gelatinous thingy is wrapped in that
Yes. So now you have 2 oozlings and the goblin in the back. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention, because it was supposed to be his turn, my bad. He's running away.
That's good.
AO.
He's way in the back. No
AO.
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 Here I come, anyone go home?
That one. Drop your weapon.
I have a brain fart.
So it is now the oozling's turn.
Oh, hey, White Cougar. Didn't see you sneak in. Welcome back.
Hello.
All right, oozling number 1 is going to attempt to grapple.
I want a sandwich, and I don't want to make it. One more. That was good. That wasn't bad either. Come here. Give me your roll initiative.
You know his answer.
Nope.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
See you guys later.
Marcus. The oozling has successfully wrapped itself around you, and you are now considered constricted.
Oh, it's one time.
I don't think you can beat that.
Probably not.
I mean, you can attempt to get that 20 yourself.
Yeah, but what do you want me to do?
It's an opposed grapple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Athletics.
It's 19.
It's no.
With your athletics and modifier.
I know. With my athletics. Oh, can I be acrobatics?
I know, right?
Can I, like...
No.
Come on, acrobatics of 30.
No.
Okay, athletics is only a 23.
It beats you. By 1.
By 1.
You are constricted, and
Okay, I'm okay with this too.
well, with you being
Why are you hugging
constricted,
yourself?
yeah, with you
It's
being
fun.
constricted, you can start to feel that something is sizzling.
Sizzling.
It smells like Marcus.
Me.
I smell like bacon.
The second oozling.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do.
Well, hang on. The second oozling sees that Marcus has been seized and joins with the other oozling on Marcus. Since you are technically constricted, you have disadvantage on trying to wiggle out, I believe. Let's see.
I'm going to do something so
Buses.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
I'm going to get on last.
Oh, no. You are considered incapacitated, so it automatically hits it. So.
Constricted is not?
Construct.
It's the condition it ends grappled is incapacitated.
Constricted is the same thing as grappled. That doesn't incapacitate you. That just makes it so you can't move.
Yeah.
You have 0 movement speed and disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Oh, the grappler is incapacitated. Okay, I'm sorry, I misread that.
Yeah.
So he's disadvantaged, correct, on his
Dex saves.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Beat me at 22 with disadvantage.
Nope.
Okay. The oozlings have now completely engulfed Marcus, and he is slowly being digested.
Yay! Marcus is doing that right.
Yeah, he's like,
There could be worse fates.
Ariel, you see this. What do you do?
I'm going to pour some borax on there.
Barkeeper's friend.
Sacred Flame uses.
You're gonna sacred flame the oozes that are...
Yep.
Okay.
Well, they're inside of him, or he's inside
I'm
of them.
inside of them.
They won't hit you because they're open.
And
I also
you'll hear
can heal him, and it's
you'll
fine.
hear me partially drowning. Oh, I didn't know you cared.
I don't. Wait.
Hit me up with the Sacred Flame.
You.
Did you? I was gonna say,
Oh,
did you do a
that's
dex
right.
save?
Well, this is an interesting situation because they're technically... Well, I guess
Incapacitate while they're grappling.
Yeah. So...
They fail a dex
Would
save.
automatically hit?
Yeah, you automatically hit the oozes.
They take 13 points of radiant damage.
Ow!
I'm a little mad that they're eating my friend. Make them stop.
That's the nicest thing you've ever called me.
And you can't.
No!
And I don't think you can hear them because you're so useless.
I'll never know.
Let me do a percentile. Because this is kind of a special thing that they're doing. Okay. They did not break. So, Marcus, I need you to roll me a strength check.
Check or save?
Save. Wait, no, strength check. It means strength check, not save.
14.
Okay. No. Okay. You are still inside the oozes. Now I need you to give me a con saving throw, which you get the bonus if you remember correctly.
You still get the 1die4 thing, right?
Yep. For 8 hours.
What is with your dice today?
What did you roll?
2.
With modifiers on.
Oh, okay, 4.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 and a 1, and I get +2.
Oh my god.
Ow. Okay. You take 8 points of acid damage.
Bring it. It's still on temp.
You're noticing that as you're having a hard time breathing and you are slowly being digested, that your skin is starting to turn a blackish hue. Torlock, your buddy's in trouble. Oh, the other goblin is not in sight anymore because you're he's too far away from the light.
Right. Well, I'm thinking he soiled himself and ran away, so I'm going to drop my glaive, pull out my hammer, and I want to try to rescue my friend with my hammer. Since that's
I need this clipped. I don't know who wants to do it, but someone clip this as he's about to take his warhammer to save his friend who is ingested by an ooze. Go right ahead, please. Oh, the flaming warhammer.
I have one bit of warning for you. Flex at the moment of impact. What? Never mind.
Yeah. He just sees Torlock. He's just like, oh, and Marcus is like, go right ahead, sir.
It just moves all the way out of the hammer if the hammer had hit me, and then it was like, whoop.
Oh, I'm sorry. The ooze is incapacitated, so you get an auto hit. But roll to make sure it's a crit, please.
Oh, all right. Well, it's not a crit. So, and that is 1d8 plus 3 plus 2d6. All right. Well, that is for bludgeoning. That is 4 bludgeoning damage plus 10 fire damage.
Okay. So when you smack it with the bludgeoning damage, it's not very effective, but when you unfortunately ignite the slime, Marcus is now a flaming revenant from Doom. As the ooze.
I'm being flambéed.
Yes.
It's only a flesh wound.
The ooze is now flammable.
It's only 2nd degree burns.
So what's going to happen
Only a
is
flesh
this.
wound.
You have healing potions.
Yes.
It'll get me drunk.
So this is what's going to happen. The
Ooh, these potions are really good.
the instantaneous ignition of the ooze causes it to do the thing from the thing, and it goes. But however, Marcus is going to take some fire damage.
It's fine.
But the ooze is going to flail away.
Bang.
Well, they didn't get
10 points of fire damage to you, Marcus.
Okay.
My cat desperately wants to play D&D with the rest of us. She's rolling my dice instead.
Hey, there you go.
The ooze has now let go of Marcus, as Marcus is now burned, digested, and has black patches on some of his skin.
Oh, freedom from the ooze there, Marcus.
Thanks.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are we still in combat?
Technically.
Awesome. About how much does that ooze weigh?
Not much, because it's been mostly
Perfect. I would like to grab it.
with your hands.
Yeah.
The Meiji kind.
Okay.
And then point in a random direction and cast catapult at a tree.
I love you so much. Now, catapult, because I'm not very familiar with the spell, is it a 2-hit?
No, the tree has to make a dex save.
I don't think the tree's gonna make a dex save anytime soon.
Great. I was hoping it was on Marcus when this happened, because I was just gonna go boom, and rip it off his body.
Well, I wonder if he would have gone along with the ride. Depends on the force.
Probably not.
It goes 90 feet in less than 6 seconds. It would rip off his skin.
I would say so. But it's a chunk of it you'd have to grab. That'd be a weird no discussion.
Oh god, I rolled almost max. That would be 17 points of damage as it slams into the tree.
So, have you ever seen that movie Arachnophobia when he spears the spider? That's exactly what happens. And the ooze is... and just runs down the tree, and it's not moving anymore. Marcus, how you feeling? Yeah.
Actually, I'm not that bad.
Okay, I was just... because I rolled...
It was mostly my temp HP.
Just make sure I'm not targeting you. I roll percentile to see who it attacked.
So it doesn't bother
9
me.
times out of 10 it's after me.
Yeah!
Sometimes somebody else gets it.
Marcus got that one. You are now out of combat. There's no bodies of goblins. It's just what's left of the ooze. The metallic pole that...
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it.
the metallic pole that was on the banner
I would like to look at that.
is on the ground, if you want to look at it.
I'm going to look at it. I'm not going to touch it.
Is my armor and everything still intact?
It could definitely probably use a bit of spit shine, but you seem to be good. But the black spots on your...
I'm in splint mail.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
The black spots on your skin definitely doesn't seem to be something that you can just kind of rub off. Also, the charred flesh.
Sorry, it was the only way I knew how to get you out of there.
With extreme violence, fine.
It worked, didn't it?
It worked. I don't blame you for the violence.
I'd like to examine Marcus to see medically if there's anything that needs to be done.
If you want to take a medicine check, stab, go right ahead.
No, please don't stab.
All the stab.
I will heal you.
That's a 17.
All right. As you look at this,
Come
and
here,
then
Marcus.
you think about all the things that you've encountered, You're thinking that this is some type of disease.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I can't remember. Lesser restoration does disease.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Alright, lesser restoration on Marcus.
Alright, as you cast Lesser Restoration on Marcus and focusing on the black portions of his skin, they do indeed heal, and he is no longer diseased.
I did show you this, right?
Yes.
Put my hammer back and grab my glaive.
And now, Tyr, for you examining the hole, not touching it, just looking at it, it looks like it is made out of just iron. But the...
With my mage hand, I'm going to lift it up so that I can actually get a good look around.
it just looks like shoddy makeshift metal was formed to hold...
No markings, inscriptions, otherwise?
No. That banner, whatever that was, completely exploded. There was nothing left when it got hit by it.
Is there anything that looks like, marsh, swamp, peat moss
Around the area?
in the general vicinity?
No. This looks like vines, dirt, trees.
I will do my best to get this thing covered up in foliage and dirt.
Gotcha.
Bury it.
And you can do that with Mage Hand too. You can just...
I'm going to bury it.
Gotcha. That one goblin, he's long gone. With the light that you currently have, it's not much. That was the end of that encounter. What would you folks like to do after?
Continue
You're
toward the
moving
heart of the
north.
woods.
Or
Alright.
east, rather.
You go back on the...
Believe in the heart of the woods.
Yeah. As you go along the trail of the red ribbon / cartographer map that you have, 30 minutes pass. There doesn't seem to be any noises that are odd. You can hear some birds. There's no bushes rustling, no twigs snapping. There's also no wind whatsoever. But at the end of that 30-minute mark, you start to notice that with the limited amount of light that you have with the torch, there seems to be...
I was going to say, I love your foot. You can put it back up there.
There is a red ribbon tied to a tree branch, and then when you look at the map, you realize, oh, we have reached the point of where the map ends. And when you look further beyond just with that the light source that you have, it is extremely dark.
Wonderful.
There is no light coming through that general direction past your torch light.
Okay. Looks like we're on our own from here. The map doesn't tell me anything else.
You just head towards the center.
That's it.
And we just need to be careful and don't listen to the voices if we end up getting
I'm not
over there.
listening to you. La, 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 la.
You know, if you got him both in the back of the head, that might get some sense knocked into him. You have advantage next time you hit him, too. You have reached what you would consider to be the middle portion of the Dreadwood, because that's where the cartographer had said the map ends. From this
Is
point...
where everything's supposed to go crazy, so we're there.
Yes. So, at this point...
You think we're in the center now?
That's what he just said.
Okay. Should I do the thing?
Let's see if we can find some sort of source before we do the thing.
I want to do the thing.
I know.
Alright. So, as you are now in the depths of the Dreadwood, Miss Cleric, do you have spidey sense like paladins do?
No.
No.
Okay. Perception, everyone, as you are continuing on.
You need new dice today, bro.
Did anyone roll above a 16? Alright, for those who rolled...
Yes.
I'm sorry?
be 2 of us.
Okay. For those who rolled above a 16, as you are continuing forth, you realize that the torchlight, which normally would give 20 bright, 20 dim, seems to just be giving 20 bright. Dim light does not seem to be working. Dark vision as well seems to be obscured.
Do we do the thing now?
We still don't know if there's a source. We don't want,
Well, what if I just say it a little bit and not shout it?
Oh, I thought you meant do we want the sun up? No, not yet.
Yeah, I want to shout it, but maybe I'll just start with a little bit.
See what Lycan does.
I can.
As you say the magic word for the shield illuminates, and it gives off.
Hey, look.
It gives off a brilliant light of.
And it doesn't help when you close your eyes either.
It acts pretty much like a spotlight. It gives you a brilliant beam of 30 feet. And then once it hits that 30 feet mark, it is like,
Oh, it's more light than we have at the moment.
and it's only circular. So wherever he hits his shield up, that's what you're seeing. And of course, like, around you guys, it's bright because of the torch and the shield illuminating.
But it looks like a giant flashlight.
Yeah. You didn't say it very loud.
Yeah, I started room temperature.
You said it at room temperature?
Yeah.
Room temperature.
I love how brains work.
Wow.
I was gonna say, I don't know if it matters. I rolled a 23 first perception.
No, it was just.
It was just above a 16. Okay, great.
Yeah, it was just about the dim light. As you guys are continuing on,
Yep.
there is no sound, there is no wind, and without that light source that you currently have, you're watching your feet as these vines vines and roots are starting to take more prominence in your terrain.
Well, we'll have to remember what the guard captain said about watching our feet near the vines.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, and another about 10 minutes passes before I need another perception check from you all.
Wow. At least I'm rolling consistently.
Me too.
Not you.
Now, numbers please.
17.
Okay.
23.
Alright.
Passive of 15.
Alright, and
13.
Miss, I see everything. How I love you. You are the only one.
Do you though?
You are the only one to hear this. But there is a very, very faint whisper that crosses your ears. And the whisper is in a language that you are unfamiliar with. But when you hear it, you start to feel slightly drowsy.
I'm going to do my best to ignore it.
Yes.
Stop.
They're immune to sleep.
Huh?
They're immune to sleep.
I know.
Stop it. Cat. Sorry.
With you being a wood elf, you seem to be like, huh, that's weird. You just kind of feel sleepy.
Yeah, I mean, I should be immune to that.
Yes. But you are still continuing on. Another 20 minutes or so, and
Salem. Sorry.
another 20 minutes or so, and once again, you hear that whisper.
It's like this.
And again, it's in a language that you don't understand. And you're just like, what is that? But no one else seems to be affected.
Okay. I'm again, trying to ignore the voice completely, like my father recommended, and continue on. I am going to mention it to. I'm going to say it out loud that I'm hearing voices and feeling sleepy, which I'm not used to.
I usually hear voices when I get tired too.
I don't usually get tired this way.
I was going to say, do elves even sleep?
You don't normally get tired at all, don't you?
No, we don't sleep. We meditate.
Well, that's odd.
It's a very strange feeling for her.
Don't worry,
Yes.
it's normal. Sleep is
No,
good.
it's not normal for me. This is not normal.
Sleep is good.
Alright, and now, I would say another 15-20 minutes into your jog, and now there is an encounter roll. Someone needs to roll.
Maybe one of those two.
One of you two, choose your adventure.
What? Did you ask me a question? I'm sorry.
Roll an encounter roll, d20.
D20?
Yeah.
Rolled a 12.
12.
Alright. So as Niken Boy is flashing around his shield, and we have Torch Boy holding up and keeping the area around you lit, there is a sudden gust of wind, and it's enough. It's enough to, if you have cloaks or loose clothing, to blow it pretty decently. And
That was a bit windier.
How?
That was out of nowhere.
yes, and I mean literally, it was out of nowhere. And after this, you start hearing a very faint wailing.
Well, that can't be good.
Like,
No, more like.
oh,
Oh.
not whales. Okay.
No Dory.
Huh?
Fish are friends, not food.
When we hear something, we don't necessarily see anything, correct?
You do not see anything with your current light.
So it's not the whole. Hi there. How are you?
We are not talking
And
to
in
whales
which
in the
direction
ocean
is
with
it
Dory.
coming from?
No.
It is coming from straight in front of you where that gust of wind was.
I say Niken louder.
As you say, Niken, louder! Say it with force, do it.
With force, do it. I did what you asked.
Say it!
Niken 2.
I can't do it.
Nikenaga!
Nikenara.
Nikenora. Nikenaga.
Nikenaga.
The shield spotlight beams a little bit further into the darkness, and you see a couple pair of feet that seem to be shuffling towards you.
Hey, look, couples of feet.
And then as you move it up, you can see it looks like disheveled bodies are shuffling towards you.
Zombies.
Ugly.
They are roughly about 40 feet in front of you. What would you like to do?
Does there appear to be a source
Of
where they're coming from?
just in front of you, that's all you can see. The darkness is way too darknessy.
Alright.
Should I do the thing now?
Shall we make them dead?
Re-dead?
Yes. They need to be put back in the grave.
Alright.
Well, wait. I mean, when we were on the island with the dead, and I did the Nikara, then it had an effect on the undead. Maybe I should do it now.
He really just wants to blow his load on that shield.
Phrasing.
Well, but remember what you did before, and you couldn't use your shield anymore. That's
For a
right
while.
now the only thing that's getting us through this darkness.
Okay.
And the big thing here to remember is I was told that the source of all this stuff is guarded by orcs and hobgoblins and stuff. We haven't met orcs and hobgoblins yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
I also wonder if I would just illuminate enough of the forest that I wouldn't need it. We wouldn't need its spotlight anymore.
I mean, from what I know, the Dreadwoods are fairly large.
Okay.
You might not even touch the center of it
Cast
with
mage
your...
armor.
Probably a good idea.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
Or say we make them into undead torches.
I would
would,
try and
Flamio.
turn them if I'm closer. We just need to get closer. So I'd like to...
Flamio, hot man.
Yes. So, what are you choosing to do?
We're gonna kill him.
I have
Okay.
rapier in hand.
All right then, we're gonna get an initiative, and you guys are gonna get to go first.
I give Matt 20.
Oh, Gabs, come here.
Yeah, we need to check something out.
Try to put your hand in the hand figures here.
It's like a perfect fit.
Told you.
What?
That's a perfect fit for your hand, but look.
Okay, Mufasa, put your pot for a second.
I called it.
You did.
Wait, I was proven right on something?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm kidding.
Wow.
And this is married life land.
Wow.
I wait on hand and foot. And
You
know
wait
it.
on just his hand and foot?
Just the hand and foot.
That's all he'll give me access to.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Sorry. Love you, enjoy.
But you just kissed him on the face.
You know what? It's on camera, so.
That wasn't his hand or his foot. Although some
Which side are you on?
Switzerland.
Wow.
Do you see what these people do?
Okay, back to the game, please.
Okay,
Not wrong.
I rolled a 14 for initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, she also called me Mufasa.
I got 17 for mine.
Marcus? 2.
I rolled a
Super
2.
quick side note. Do you want to get to the Kraken and go for a 5-mile run with me?
7.
Tier.
I rolled higher on the die than you, and I still got a 5.
Wow. All right. It is Torlock first up. The zombies are slowly shuffling towards you.
All right, well, being that these critters of kind of a more undead nature and more skills alike, I doubt my slashing weapon is going to be very useful in this situation, so I'm drawing my hammer and shield, moving forward, and I'm going to wait till they come to me.
That's good. They are 40 feet away, so unless you can travel 40 feet, you come back here. You are going to hold your turn then, correct?
Yeah, I'm basically going to just get in front of the group and be a wall, or try to.
Gotcha. All right. Then that means it is Marcus's turn. I'm sorry, Ario's turn.
I was going to say my initiative was very low.
No, mine was very low. Yours was low.
Okay, fair.
So just in front of whoever was in the lead.
I'm sorry?
Oh, she was
I was
wondering
asking him how
moved up.
far he moved up, but it's okay. Doesn't matter.
It's your turn, Miss Ariel.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm sorry. I thought you
Yes.
said Marcus. That's why I was waiting.
He was mistaken.
Okay. I am going to move up 20 feet. That means that they, well, no, sorry. I'm going to move up 25 feet.
Okay.
That makes me within 15 feet of them, correct?
Indeed.
I am going to turn undead.
A good idea. Get it up.
They need to make a wisdom save.
Alright.
Brain.
I'm upset that they changed Trinidad from
Oh.
35 to what it is now.
My god.
It's very powerful.
Anybody who failed their turn
Huh?
and our CR half or lower are destroyed.
For 5?
Sorry.
It's fine.
So, Little Miss Cleric just obliterated the 3 zombies. Because I just rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2.
Nice.
Cool, you got my luck.
Hopefully he keeps it.
Only 3 of them, that's it?
Yeah, they're all
No.
dead.
Come here. You're not done yet.
Yes, yes.
Now,
All right, I'm ready to take up. Poof. Well, I guess that was anticlimactic.
now, as the 3 zombies are obliterated, what happened?
She was trying to control the dog. She's like, ugh.
My shoulder's so up.
As the 3 zombies are obliterated, all of you from behind you here. Well, that wasn't very nice.
Oh crap.
I point my spotlight at the voice.
And as you go to turn your shield real quick to see what that was, you see a quick gust or something go out of sight.
I do this.
Hang on a sec.
Alright, we have
I
cat
flail my
aggro.
arm around rapidly.
And you hear a voice from afar that
Jafar.
afar.
From Aladdin.
And he goes, "Now what would you be doing in these woods so deep?"
What are you doing here?
I live here.
You come here often?
Depending if I need to eat.
Eat what?
You?
Well, we're not on the menu today.
We'll see about that.
Who are you?
The words end as you see a figure fly through
Why?
what would be the tree chops, kind of sort of with your light. You see a quick flicker of and lands in front of you. You see a very pale man, white hair, wearing very regal gear. And he seems to be absolutely the most immaculate thing you have ever seen.
You're pretty for pretty ugly.
Then I guess I'll start with you first.
I beckon.
You never answered my question. Who are you?
With that, we're going to do an initiative with the same initiative that you guys rolled because you technically were never out of initiative.
Okay.
So,
I don't remember what it was. I hope you have it.
I have it.
That's good. Because I like to re-roll.
Oh, that's right. It was bad.
Right. But I mean, we would just continue down the initiative order, wouldn't we? After my
Yes, and I had to roll.
That's good, though.
I had to roll his
Oh,
initiative.
well, this is just an
Gotcha.
example because it's going to be so much more like.
Okay, if I hadn't used that cipher,
This isn't a cipher.
well, not cipher, you know what I mean.
This is the first thing they're going to get. So.
You gave her a puzzle. She's gonna solve it. All right.
Sort of.
Do you want this again to see if it makes sense? Gabs,
Uh-huh.
do you want this again to see if you can cross-reference?
Yeah.
Okay.
You gave her a puzzle. You know exactly what she's gonna do with it.
Tell me what you think that says.
Okay. Got it.
You'll have to forgive me because again, I don't have improved initiative, so I have to.
Do you
actually
want to
manually
rejoin
look
chapter
up these
2?
things. Come on, technology before we had technology. Oh, okay.
I don't use technology when I DM.
Yeah, but I don't have the monster man.
I mean, technically you do. You have a laminated paper and you use quick or dry erase markers.
All right.
Those are technology.
The creature, in which you now see in front of you, which was roughly about 30 feet. He doesn't seem to mind the fact that you have 4 adventures and he's there, because the next thing you see is he's right in front of your face, Marcus, and he attacks you.
Again, you're pretty ugly.
19.
Tie. With my shield and armor.
You are good to go then. His first attacks, with the claw that he has, tries to scratch at you, and then. Oh, I am so sorry. It was a 24.
No, you said 19.
I'm sorry, I misread it.
It's too bad.
24 to hit.
Tie. I cast shield.
Stop that. Stop that. Stop being bad. Alright,
Nice.
No, I can! Blah! Obliterate it. 10 points of bludgeoning damage for the first attack. And then he attacks again, but this time it's a bite. He tries to nibble on you for a 21.
You know my AC.
Yes. Holy crap!
I know.
Holy crap!
Yeah. You gotta be careful with those.
Yeah!
That's why it helps to read up on the monster before you use it.
I've been there, done that.
No, I'm using the CR thing, but...
Huh?
No.
Oh.
Knowing what abilities it has is a lot more important than what the CR is.
Yeah! I saw it.
Sometimes the CR doesn't mean anything.
Oh my god! You're gonna take 21 points.
Okay.
Well, it's first off, it's gonna be 10 points of piercing.
Already took it.
And 11 points of necrotic.
Oh, I did 10 and 21 more. You. Okay.
21 and 20.
Thank you.
21 points.
I misunderstood it too. I thought he did 31.
Yeah. Still.
Yes.
It's a big thump.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a big thump.
I'm still good. We're still good.
Do they have any other reference point?
Not yet, but no book is gonna help you.
Okay.
Do you want the key?
Not yet.
Okay.
I need a notebook and a pen.
Here.
Alright.
Now, with that being said,
It is now. Let's see.
Okay.
Marcus's turn.
Marcus
A jig of
wins.
again. Yeah.
Marcus is going. Gotcha.
Everybody else, my initiative was like a 7.
And mine's behind you.
Yes,
So
the
you're,
guy.
you're third.
Yeah, you guys got he got shifted into the initiative.
Okay.
I thought the zombies would take longer, but someone decided to nuke them.
Why not?
I don't know what you're talking about. We're dealing with this like dude vampire thing or whatever.
Do I understand that
Whatever.
this is humanoid?
Yes, you understand this is humanoid, and you understand that this thing just sucked your life.
Hold person.
All right.
Humanoid wisdom save.
Was he
16.
16? Okay. Dex.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Oh! He's actually held!
He is paralyzed and cannot act until he takes damage.
He's held.
Okay.
He's paralyzed.
So I take the damage and I cast hold person. I back up a little bit.
Now, is that every turn they get to reroll?
I can't remember exactly.
Okay. So double check that because that affects what I do next.
Give me 1 second to double check. But either way, he's paralyzed for now.
Gotcha.
Paralyzed for the duration up to 1 minute concentration. At the end of each of its turns, it can make another wisdom save to try to break.
Alright, so I say.
So I back up 15 feet and I'm with the party again. And I'm sort of... What's our plan here? We have a little bit.
Well,
Do you believe it?
okay.
I could try to impale him on my spear. I glaive, I mean.
If you hit him and you do damage, it'll break my spell.
Ugh.
So just be ready, is what I'm saying.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Is that the end of that?
Hmm?
The cloth here is at the end? Oh, you pull that some. This is way on my side.
Kind of got shifted.
When
Watch
you cast Hold Person on him, by the way, he's smiling. Like he doesn't seem to be phased much by it.
That's fine.
I am
It
going
gives us a breather.
I am going to walk up next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to...
This is your turn, by the way.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up next to him. And I'm going to use my bonus action
Okay.
to cast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hold my action for when,
When?
he breaks this whole person,
Okay.
I'm going to cast Booming Blade.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
I have a good one for you.
So in my hand, all of a sudden, this just dark, made of shadows blade comes into being. And I'm just going to stand there right next to him and give him the same sardonic grin he's got.
Alright. We are now back up to the initiative. However, at the start of this initiative round, you can hear howling.
Okay.
It sounds like it's not too far off,
It's not a common word. It's a made-up word.
but this is not a wolf howling. This
The
sounds
ripped up paper is a made-up word.
more guttural. So you know how like a howl or a wolf would howl with moon and like except that real sharp. This one's more guttural.
Okay.
And he is smiling. It is Ariel's turn.
Wouldn't it be Torlok's turn?
Oh, sorry, Torlok. Man, why? I keep staring right at your name. Torlok's turn. My bad.
All right, he's got humanish eyes, right?
Say that again.
He's got humanish eyes, right?
Human eyes?
Yes. He's humanoid in appearance. Almost looks elven.
So, what would rubbing mirror dust in his eyes cause damage?
Rubbing dust into his eyes?
Mirror dust.
Crushed mirrors. Crushed glass.
Oh. I assume so.
I can still give you the hint.
I mean,
too,
if you
you
roll,
want it.
you crushed glass into my eyes, I'd probably be like,
You probably know a little more than just.
yeah.
But at least then, he probably wouldn't be able to see. Otherwise, Tia, do you still have that wand that protects us from the orb?
No,
No?
not that I recall.
All right, well, my plan is to rub this mirror dust that I collected in his eyeballs.
Does this actually say something in real words?
Okay.
You're going to shove
Do you want
this
the
mirror
hint?
glass into his eyes, correct?
Those are
Yes.
real words. Well,
Okay.
they're proper nouns.
If I remember correctly, this is the glass that
Some of them aren't
the portal,
real words.
Gotcha.
right?
Yep,
Okay.
that's the same one.
You can auto hit with that,
Just tape.
but I mean, I'll say it does. I'm gonna say it does 2d8 damage.
Flex seal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're rubbing crushed glass into someone's eyes. Ow! Like that's like sticking a sword through someone's eyes. It's like.
All right,
So roll me some damage.
that would be
10 points of damage. Not sure what kind, but 10 points of it.
Glass damage.
Okay, so
Piercing damage?
yeah,
With
it's
eyes?
It's
piercing.
probably piercing.
Yeah. Okay, so
Slashing too. I mean,
Could be anything.
yeah.
I'm gonna say
it's not
piercing.
bludgeoning.
So you step up and you're just like, huh, I like being a masochist. And you pull this mirror glass out of your thing. Do you say anything or just do this?
Other than letting my group know what I'm about to do, so that they're not surprised.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say surprise.
And you rub this crushed mirror glass in his eyes, and the vampire which was smiling, is not smiling anymore. As he shrieks.
Way to piss him off.
This means he broke free, right?
Yes,
He's no longer a whole person.
correct.
That was my action. That would be a 21 to hit.
Alright. You do hit.
Wonderful. He is going to take 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And he is sheathed in this aura from Booming Blade.
Gotcha. He's not happy.
No, he shouldn't be.
Alright. Marcus, anything else you'd like to do? I'm sorry,
Would
Marcus.
that also make
Troy.
him temporarily blind at least?
Correct.
Yeah, he's yes! Well, at least from what you understand, because he's...
Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Bloodsport.
Yes.
When he gets the salt in his eyes.
Uh-huh.
Or Dale from King of the Hill. Pocket sand, shisha.
Frog, anything else you want to do?
What's that?
Anything else you want to do?
Other than, of course, stepping back and getting my hammer
How about
ready.
the ripped up one?
Okay.
Oh, give me a minute. Sorry.
Ariel, it's your
Hammer
turn.
and shield.
I'm going to. Where is he in relation to? Because I stepped forward to like annihilate the zombies.
Right. You stepped up 25 feet. He appeared right next to Marcus, so he is 25 feet behind you.
Okay. Well, I will. Stand by. I'm sorry. 1 second. Where can I? Okay, 60 feet. I was looking for the range of spirit weapon. Sorry. So I would like to put my spirit weapon behind him so that he's flanked at some point, potentially.
Okay.
And I would like it to attack him.
I should have been all like, guess who?
So, yeah, I'm my deck. Okay. Melee spell. So, 16 plus 7 is 23 hit.
23 does hit.
Right. That is going to do. So, 9 points of. What is that? Spirit weapon does force damage, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
force damage. So, 9 points of force damage, and then I'm going to Sacred Flame him. Needs to make a deck.
Okay.
Do you want to know what stupid revelation I made like 2 months ago?
He makes the save.
Wow, these
Okay.
best cards fit perfectly between 3
And
5
I'm going to
squares.
stay where I'm at, and that would be the end of my turn.
All right.
I wonder that's why they call them 3x5s.
Wow.
It was a couple months ago.
I hate it when that happens, though. It's like,
I was like, wow, that fits
That's so-
perfectly on the map.
you're
It is Mr. Vampire's turn. And you notice that the damage that had been inflicted on his eyes is starting to heal. Slowly but surely. He doesn't seem to be very happy about this. And he mutters some words that escape all of you unless you... Does anyone... No, I guess that wouldn't be... Who speaks Abyssal?
Is it a spell?
No.
Okay.
Anyone speak
Negative
Abyssal?
yep.
Negative.
Do you seriously speak Abyssal? No. Okay. He utters some words in some foreign language.
Is it Abyssal?
I think it's German.
Might be German.
Close enough.
Yes. And with...
I'm...
Even saying hello, I love you is demeaning and hard.
Du hast.
Du hast. Du hast, yeah.
With that, he is going to... Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. Okay. Because he's blinded, so I have to be kind of careful about this. He's going to turn into a bat! And of course when he moves, guess what's going to happen?
He takes 2d8 thunder damage.
Yes.
Which if it does enough damage, it knocks him out of bat form.
No. Bat form.
It does 9 damage, which should knock him out of bat form.
No.
There's nothing about that in there.
If he is shapeshifted into a bat, then you would go by the bat statistics.
Ah, okay.
Which will be on the back side of the PhD, I believe.
The bat side?
Yeah, the bat side of the PhD.
The back side.
We'll have to see what...
Quick, take the bat credit card. From the worst Batman movie there ever was. And the
Or the best, depending on your perspective.
rubber suit.
Oh, hang on. He might actually not be out.
And the bat shark repellent.
You're about to find out.
I thought they had that in the classic series, too.
Maybe.
Pretty
But
sure
the
they
bat
had
credit card was Batman and Robin.
Yeah, it was.
He is actually not knocked out of bat form.
Okay.
You were very close.
I knew I was. I thought it was 8.
So he moved, right?
He turned into a bat and flew up 30 feet.
That means we get an attack of opportunity as well.
You do indeed.
All right.
Ooh.
So the spirit weapon does, but I don't, right? Is that correct? Making a melee range.
That's up to the DM.
You get an AO spirit weapon. I wouldn't see why
Yeah,
not.
but I don't. Like,
No.
Ariel doesn't. Okay.
Swing, bada.
All right. I'm assuming 23 hits.
23?
Hmm?
Yes.
Good. I was over.
Oh, did you do your thing?
Is that? Yeah, I
Make for damage.
Okay, I'm guessing, a 26 hits?
26, yes.
Okay, it takes 10 points of, force damage
Okay.
from the spiritual.
Turlock, your weapon?
So he would take 9 bludgeoning points of damage and 11 fire damage.
And another 7 psychic.
Psychic from...
Me.
Me, okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Making sure it's falling for the
You're doing well. For having zero context.
With that,
I figured you'd enjoy it. There's a
you
lot of that
are
coming
going
up.
to see him pop out of the bat form as he tried to fly away and get smacked back down to the ground.
You ain't going nowhere, buddy.
The howling that you all hear now is much louder. And
Like what kind of howling?
it is a very guttural howling.
Oh.
And
Like
almost
not-
sounds like mashing of teeth. And when I say closer, Everyone give me your passive perception.
11.
13.
Passive
16.
is 15.
Miss I see all?
16.
16.
She's the one that spots it. From...
Out with passive perception of 16 and I spot this thing. What the hell?
Well, here's the reason why. So...
I should stop rolling for now.
Huh?
Nothing. I should just stop rolling perception. I just always see it. It's fine.
Well, the 16 is pretty decent, but
Yeah.
you're the one who sees it because you're the one that's closest to 3 anthropomorphic canines that look very scrawny, but they're about 20 feet away from you, running down the path.
I am going to call out. We have company.
Oh, good, more. I look at the pale man and say, friends of yours?
He's laughing.
Wait, you're 20 feet away?
20 feet away from her.
And how far away are you from us?
She's
25 feet.
Perfect.
Yes, they're decently far away. Fireball!
They're not far enough away.
Yes.
You definitely give us some light. It shed some light on the matter.
So, that was technically his action. However... Oh! Well, I wish I would have read that, but I can't do it now. That's actually going to be his turn. But, for future knowledge, because I have not looked up this action, because I normally use improved initiative to read these things, vampires don't provoke attacks of opportunity. So,
He's having an off day.
Yep, he's having an off day. Oh, it's in the mirror glass today. How about that? Marcus, your turn.
I can't see himself.
That is pocket sand.
Yes.
Shasha.
What was that?
Okay. Can I see the 3 were creatures?
You can... Well, actually, your shield's probably pointed that way, so yes, you can see them with a little beam.
And they're all together?
They are indeed. 45 feet away from you.
Hypnotic pattern on all 3 of them.
Alright.
Wisdom saves.
Okay.
All 3.
This one's actually... 1, 2, 3 save. 18, 19, and 20.
Then nothing happens.
They are good to go. Movement for you?
Well, I'm not going to be in melee range at the moment.
Right.
Will you let me do a cantrip as a bonus?
No.
Okay. It's not a bonus spell though, but I have. So you know, other DMs play it that way for extra attack.
I was just going to say, she's been using a cantrip as a bonus action. You've been allowing Ariel to do it.
I thought spectral weapon.
Spiritual weapon is a bonus by itself.
Spiritual weapon is a bonus by itself.
Yep.
So that's fine. I mean,
Salt.
okay.
Okay, no, then go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought it was something else. Go ahead.
That's it.
Alright.
That's why I waited it out, because I misunderstood. I didn't realize
It's fine.
I didn't realize it was a bonus action in the same turn as what she did.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No, okay, we're good then.
That's all it was. So you went. That makes it my turn.
Your turn.
Thank you. That was like the best thing I've had in weeks.
Did you figure all this out?
I'm
God,
going
yeah.
to giggle,
Because I was going to tell you
grin.
if you needed.
I'm going to giggle,
If
grin,
you wanted to hit.
look at him and go, well, let's shed some light on this subject for your friends that have just
Once I
arrived.
got that far.
And I'm going to drop a fireball in the middle of everybody.
I was going
Oh,
to
that's right,
say.
because you're...
Because some of my
Evocation
I
wizards
was
called
going to say
spell.
you know this person.
And a dexterity save out of the vampire and the
Once I
3
got one
wolf
left.
creatures.
Are we safe from
Good job.
Thank you.
Yes, you are all safe because he can
Oh,
sculpt
this
it.
stuff is going to
Well, you all have to
be
make your
common for the
dexterity
rest of
saves.
chapter 2.
Alright.
Everybody has to make a dex save, but if they make their save,
How dare you tell me with the one thing I
if they fail their save, it's still no. Never mind, they're safe.
But
It's
we
my
still
fault.
have the
They're
D4
safe.
plus for
They're
the.
saved.
Got that.
Alright.
So yeah, what the creatures do.
So, the vampire automatically saves this throw.
I kind of
The one...
Even being partially blinded.
Huh?
Even being partially blinded.
I'm using
Okay.
this others. 2 of them save, 1 does not.
It's a dex save?
No,
Oh,
you guys don't have to save.
Oh, we don't have to go. Okay.
I'm
Oh,
confused.
he was talking about everybody else and the werewolves and the.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
38 fire damage.
Alright.
For those who made their save, they take 19. And if there's anything combustible in the area,
That's not being worn or carried.
Oh god.
He might.
Does that sculpt spell affect objects on people that they're wearing?
oh, it stays directly in fireball. Anything worn or carried cannot ignite.
Okay. I was going to say, because some certain person has explosive dust on him.
Me.
Yeah. I was like,
And I made my save, so I take 19 damage.
wait, why do you take 19?
Because sculpt spell does not cover me.
Oh!
Oh,
so
really?
much. Tyr's just like, I want to feel the burn.
Shaped explosive.
Yep.
I need to get myself a suntan.
You just know you're tiefling though when you cast that.
Well,
That's why I started to laugh.
you seem to have effectively burned everything except for one of the creatures.
Yeah.
We're
gonna sit there.
Yes, one of the creatures does take a bit of owie more than the other ones, and the vampire magically somehow just sucks. He still takes damage.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, he takes damage. He just for some reason just doesn't seem to affect him as much.
I figured as much.
All right.
I have heard about these creatures in story tales, so
With that, it is Torlock's turn again. You have a vampire in front of you and 3 of these weird anthropomorphic creatures. I'm.
Gotcha. When he fell back out of his bat form, did he fall on his face or?
Oh yeah, he got like 5 feet up and you smacked him and then he just.
Okay, so he's pro right now, right?
no. He's
No?
standing.
Okay.
He's standing.
Oh, he is standing. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to hit him with my hammer.
Eat him.
One away. Yep. So that'll be 24.
A 24 hits.
Roll a 19.
That would be a 9 bludgeoning and 8 fire damage.
All right.
And I'm gonna rage.
You gonna what?
I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna get angry.
Get angry.
He's raging.
Raging.
He's now raging.
Rising gun.
All right. If that's your turn, then that will be Ario's turn.
All right. The spiritual weapon. He's on the ground still, right? Like
He's
where he
standing.
was, or did he move? Do I need to move my spiritual weapon closer to him?
No, your spiritual weapon is perfectly fine and hit now.
Okay, great. Then the spiritual weapon is going to not hit. Not hit at all.
I think it missed.
I think it missed.
It sort of missed by a lot.
So Axel says he wants
And then will an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Right. He is going to take 2, 4, 6, 10 radiant damage.
Oh, you said
Guiding
radiant
bolt.
damage, right?
Yes.
Alright. When
You know
you
the super
shoot
fun
this
part?
thing with radiant damage, oh boy does he shriek like a mofo.
Yeah, he's kind of mad at me now.
Yes.
I think.
Yes, he's very mad at you.
Yeah. And, yeah, that will be my turn.
Alright. It is now his turn.
Yep.
Now, you did notice, well, you didn't notice, but the other people noticed that when, after a certain amount of seconds, his eyes started to heal up. His eyes are functional again. However, the damage that you inflicted, it seems this round of combat, when you hit that radiant damage on him, doesn't seem to be healing.
That's super smart.
But he still really doesn't like Marcus.
I don't know. Everyone did more stuff than I did, but just because I hadn't ulted him.
Well, he's tied up in combat right now, so.
I called him. I said, "Your mama ugly."
Actually, you know what? I take that back. He is very mad at you, Ariel. And he is going to.
I was gonna say I was the one who rubbed the glass shards
Yeah,
in
he
his
got
eye.
glass in his eyes, and Oriel did, holy damage, and I'm sitting here like, "Your mama fat."
Yes.
You insulted his mama. Of course he's gonna be mad at you. You don't talk about my mama like that.
He's going to walk over. Well, not walk over. Walk through everyone. As he kind of turns into a misty form.
Oh, he missed it. That's
Oh, so we just
Great.
need Pikachu.
Midnight,
Oh,
stop.
sorry you.
But lightning is better than
This is true.
Misty's Pokemon.
Magnemite.
Yeah, Magnemite
And
would
he pops up in front of you.
What do you mean?
And he looks at you and he goes, yes, he goes, it seems I am mistaken. You are the one I need to take care of first. You don't smack it.
You're only slightly more threatening than your bard.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Bye, Oriel.
Oof. Okay.
It's been fun.
Bye to your healer.
Get down.
Midnight. Midnight.
Good girl.
Alright. I need you to give me a strength check.
Check or save?
Check. Well, grapple is a check.
Get down.
That was in athletics.
Sorry, athletics save.
Athletics save?
Yes, you do get
So a
your...
dex save.
Athletics. It's your strength modifier plus proficiency or whatever if you're proficient in athletics.
Oh, okay.
Take it as a cleric. I highly doubt she is.
Actually,
Some
athletics is
So I
It's a skill
rolled
player, some
okay,
of it.
so I think it's 14 because I rolled a 12 on the die and I have 2 in my athletics skill.
Yep, that's correct. 14.
Okay.
Instead of dealing damage, you are now grappled.
Okay.
And you go what?
Keep going.
I want to know this now.
After.
Okay, so with that, you are grappled.
Great.
Okay, I still have to do it. Let me see. Does a 21 hit?
Oh yes.
All right. He grapples you, pulls back the hair around your neck, and bites down on that soft, succulent area.
Great.
The ear.
Neck goiter.
You take 10 piercing damage as well as.
Can't believe we called that as
14 necrotic damage.
Did you say 2 piercing damage?
10.
10. Okay. So I take 24 damage?
Yes.
Don't forget about your temp.
I know. I'm just
Your
trying to do math.
HP. Your HP is currently. Your maximum HP is currently reduced by. I said 16, right?
14.
14 necrotic or 14 damage. So, oh my god, I can't.
Your max HP is reduced by 14.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you.
But the thing is even though when he bites down on you, he seems to still be pretty hurt.
Okay.
That's it. That's his turn. Oh, and now the lycanthropes. Well, not lycanthropes, sorry.
Jack-o'-wares.
Yes, jack-o'-wares. Just to give you guys a heads up, at the end of this round, we will hold the campaign at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. A long day at work tomorrow.
Holy sweet mother of Ariel, I am so sorry. 2 of them just nat 20'd you.
You get to die before the game's over.
Great. I'm at 45 hit points. So.
1 miss. Alright. Oh
this
my.
is mine.
24, 32. Ariel, you take 49 points of slashing damage.
Well, I'm dead.
Unconscious.
Did you
You are
say 49?
unconscious. As these anthropomorphic canines, you see that Ariel gets surrounded by 3 of them, and they just absolutely decimate her with claws, rending her asunder.
Right. You said 49, right?
49.
490.
Okay.
Torlock angry. Torlock very angry.
Yes. With that, Marcus, Tyr, you're up to bat, and that's where we will hold this.
What would you like to do?
You just seen her get Blair Witch Project.
Yep, I cast Healing Word at 4th level on her.
But what's the range on that?
60 feet.
Okay. If she's healed, she goes to 1 HP.
If she gets healed,
She
for
gets all
whatever
of
he
it.
gives her.
Okay.
She's technically at 0 right now.
Yes.
There's not really negatives like there were in 3.5.
Gotcha.
Because -10 meant you were dead.
I wouldn't have been -10. I would have been -4 anyway.
Oh. Okay.
So I wouldn't have
so-
been technically -10 and dead.
Yeah.
Because I was at 45 and they hit me for 49. -4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All fours. Not bad. 3 fours.
4, 8, 12. 13. Wait, no, sorry. 4, 8, 12, 13, 15.
You are healed for 15 points.
Nice.
HP.
It's about the best I can do.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll last for another round.
And that was bonus.
You still have that maximum HP reduction as well, in effect. Until
Yeah,
you
but it
rest.
only affects my maximum, which makes it go down to 45. So my maximum hit points is 45 hit points. I'm still back at 15.
Yeah.
Because that was a bonus, can I cast an action of any spell level, or does it have to be cantrip?
Any level.
I'm just checking with the DM.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the vampire thing wearing any? What's he wearing?
Regal noble clothing.
Does he have iron metal on him? Does he have plates of armor on him?
No.
Is he wearing a helmet?
No.
Okay, I put hypnotic pattern where I hit all 4 of them. One more time.
Will you hit Ariel as well?
Depending on the escape, depending on the way they are, if I can, it's a 30-foot cube. So if I can get on the outside of Ariel and get all the 4 of them,
they're all surrounding her. She literally has 4.
That's fine.
3 things.
Yeah, I include Ariel, so Ariel needs to save too.
Okay. Ariel, you have
What
to
am I
roll a
saving?
wisdom save.
Not 20.
16 on wisdom save.
Alright.
Because we can go pinch her and recover.
Okay, well, I'm taking the nat 20 that Loxy just gave us.
1 minute.
Thank you, Loxy.
Thank you, Loxy.
Thank you, Lexi.
One of the creatures, the anthropomorphic creatures, seems to be a bit dazed. The other ones made it.
Including the vampire too?
Yes.
Okay. Well, one of them is incapacitated, charmed.
It's got it right here. Alright. Tyr, impress me.
Boom, boom, boom. Fireball! Next saves.
Next saves are coming.
I don't have to save though, right?
They are not doing so well this time.
Nope.
No, I don't think you have to, Ariel.
Alright.
You have to come pin back.
Vampire makes it. 1 makes it. The other 2 did not.
The one that's incapacitated automatically fails.
That's the. You 2 failed, 2 passed.
Okay. And my favorite.
So your hypnotic pattern did.
My favorite fireball number, 32.
32. Alright.
Making it 16 on a save. And Ariel is safe.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh! One of the canines is a crispy critter.
Hey, I got one.
Done.
Probably the one I patterned.
The 2 other ones are looking pretty singed.
Smoked jackal.
And the vampire really doesn't like you now. But at the same time, he seems more concerned about the
holy person in our presence.
Yes. So with that, we are going to conclude this campaign. Normally I don't hold on a battle, but it's pretty late. And you all have to work.
Have a long day tomorrow.
Yes. So, that was Ghosts of Saltmarsh, episode 20. We are indeed actually using the module this time. I've been kind of off track on that for quite some time, but that's how we're doing right now. Thank you as always, Syrinscape. I'm gonna pop this camera up now that I'm. There we go. As always, Syrinscape for providing sound for us. Thank you, Legendcraft, for making this wonderful piece of wooden material that is currently boxed up, and I don't want to grab it again because it's gonna make a mess. I'll be using my minis on that. If I have a remote, you'll see it. What else we got, guys?
Yep. Thank you to Syrinscape. Thank you to Legendcraft. Thank you to our viewers for joining us. Thank you to Speedy for the donation. Stick around for just a minute. We are going to raid the Grouch Couch, and we will see you on Saturday for Nervous. Tomorrow we will have the Heroes Approved Variety stream over at the Witches channel. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. In the meantime, have a good night. We'll catch you all later.
Bye-bye. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Did you throw that page away?
I did.
Okay, good.
I did it right away just because
I figured.
didn't want it.
Yeah, I figured you would.
No, yeah.
Invasion!
I can send it with you, but otherwise
No, I trust you. That's not a problem. I don't think
No.
Joe's going to dig through the trash
Joe
first.
won't. He won't need to. But I'll tell you this: he is the only one.